Holy bananagrams. What is going on in these YouTube streets right now? Is anybody as disturbed about it as I am? Do you know what I'm talking about? If you know what I could be referring to, please put it in the chat. Hi, crazy girl, oddities and adventures. Hello, Lisa Lee. And hello, Layla Love. How is everyone this evening? I'm so glad it's Friday. And I'm so glad that I live in a country that has freedom of speech. Hey, I think it's going to say, hold on.
Freedom of speech.
Oh, there she goes.
Freedom of speech.
That's saying it slow, and she can say it fast.
Freedom of speech. Freedom of speech.
Who's here for it? Freedom of speech. Can I get an American flag in the chat if you are a fan of freedom of speech? I am. I'm also a fan of free use, which is why I'm going to share with you some craziness. Okay. So earlier, I'm sure you saw, I know y'all did, Crime Stories Obsessed, that she had a conversation with Grandis. Now, we have a definite split in the community. We've got on one side the Super Avengers, also known as a different kind of essay, apologists. So let's say the SAAs, yeah, or Super Ass Avengers, something like that. You following this? Okay. And the other side, we're going to call justice seekers by any means necessary. Okay. The Justice League, the legit. And they're not getting along. They're bumping heads all over the place. You know what I'm saying? So the one side is really just like down for Don, pretty much. They're DFD. You DFD? No, I'm not. Are you? If you are, we're not. We're not going to get along very well. But anyway, what happened earlier on Crime Stories Obsessed is that she pretty much shared what she's been discussing with Grandis as of late. And I was in that chat. There were, gosh, I don't know, 3,000. I don't know. There were a lot. You're not picking it up? What are you saying no to, Irene? Hi, Ted. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Kelly. MH, how you doing? Meito, hello. And I said hi to the others that have spoken up. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So anywho, see how I always get off track when I try to say hello to everybody? And then, yeah. Anti-DFT. Good to hear. Good to hear. That's reassuring. John Q is in his house. How you doing? And welcome. So I'm about to share AB's video that he just played, and this is the first I've shared of AB, because sometimes he's just a little bit over the top. I'm just kidding. He's not. He's I think I might fall somewhere in between the Tiffany Marie's and the John Q's. Very appropriate, very intelligent. And a little bit leaning toward also an equally highly intelligent, a Q Carlock sort of vibe. But AB is way over there. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I love AB. I do. I love AB, but I'm like, AB, you need to chill. But I was I'm sorry, y'all, but when I watched him tonight, I fell out. I really, really fell out because he did an impersonation of. Let's just go watch it, you guys. That's not even the point. But just be prepared for that part because it's gonna just knock your socks off.
Some information. She seemed to be really genuine, to be honest. From what I said, I mean, she was telling me what she was making for dinner and saying that she seemed really nice to be.
And I'm like, as she's saying this, I was almost going to get up and go, don't trust this woman. I mean, they're lying to you.
Be honest,
right?
I mean, who knows?
Even if she was playing any.
Stupid.
It's more cryptic. It's all these messages are
Her
cryptic.
daughter wasn't involved, right? She knows her daughter was not involved.
Mm-hmm.
And Candace came out looking better, and
They don't.
But here's the thing: the person whose mouth that those words came out of, the minute Don does anything he does not like, anything he's ever told him, it's going to become a weapon for that person.
Yeah.
Emma, didn't Candace, like Grandma Candy, didn't she say one of the reasons she had to leave was because she was going to a dark place, remembering her daughter going missing, and then her granddaughter? That was getting to her.
I couldn't find my unmute, but Cooter. Oh, who is it? It's you and somebody else that always come up here and steal Libby's thunder. We were just getting over there. Okay? Dang. Be patient. I got this.
Right?
She said that it was giving her
Flashbacks.
when the whole thing was giving her flashbacks to Rosie.
Yeah, so instead of giving flashbacks to Rosie, do that in front of the camera. Have your emotional triggers in front of the camera. It doesn't smell right. That's what she's supposed to say. But however, she ducked out, and there's a 4-month window before she ducked out to Illinois, Wisconsin.
Illinois, Wisconsin.
I don't buy Candy Harris' story, but continue listening.
And she was depressed and she had anxiety about it, so she had to leave. And I think she used the sister's husband as an excuse. She never said that, but I think that's
Emma.
Mm-hmm.
Cher just posted on her community wall. It says,
Hold on. Did y'all? I'm sorry. I listened to that part a couple times because Tiffany Marie was like, and she took this big deep breath like, we got to hear it again. Y'all.
Husband as an excuse. She never said that, but I think that's
Emma.
Mm-hmm.
Cher just posted on her community wall. It says, I just got off the phone with Don, Candace, and Candace's mother, Grandis.
Here we go.
And she puts in quotations, I have not done any damn interviews in over 2 years. I haven't been talking to no one. I asked Candace and Don if they believe her. Candace replied, hell yeah, I believe my mom. Don replied, oh yeah, she's the smartest one out of all of us. What? She's the smartest one out of all of us.
The smartest one out of all of us. Oh, Candy is probably behind everything. Well done, Emma.
Gosh.
This is Candace's Facebook page.
If
you go down to her friends list, click on friends, click in Candace.
She's got receipts.
Hara, which is her mother. There we go.
She said Hara.
And then we want to speak to her like we have been doing. Click on Messenger, takes you straight to all the conversations I've had with her.
In January of 2016, this isn't a new fake account. This is January.
Say on YouTube, we have receipts.
It wasn't her.
And ask her if
we
she
knew
went
they
and
were
got
gonna
her
do
glasses
this.
fixed. Ask her if she went
Yes.
and got her glasses fixed at Walmart
Oh
the
my
other day.
gosh.
See,
Every
then, now,
time
now if
something
that's
is-
true, then that just puts
There
them
you
at
go.
just,
You
just as
address it
guilty
right
as anyone
here
else.
and prove
I'm sure
it
she
right
told
here.
her daughter that she went and got her glasses fixed at Walmart the other day, or she had
Exactly.
tuna pasta bake for dinner the other night. Maybe she
Tuna
spoke to her
pasta
daughter. Maybe
bake.
she'll believe us then.
It's just like every time something comes out from any of us, Chris McDonough, Tiffany Marie, AB, Emma, you know, they go over there and they have to say that we're all liars, pretty much, because you know that we're all the devil and or Satan. That's what we are. We're
That's just the way it goes. Kelly.
Resist Saturn.
Chasing justice, excuse me. You have to learn to tolerate it, but it's what they do. They have to maintain the other side.
Mm-mm-mm.
They're probably conspiracy theorists and studying the Hegelian dialectic.
Satan, and
Oh,
he's
God.
the angel, and they're going to be saved, not us, you know, because
Say no to
everybody's
satin
evil.
sheets.
Yes, it's
So let's go over and have a look at this. Whoops. What voices? Yep. So I just got off the phone with Dawn and Candace's mother. Grandis. I have not done any damn interviews in over 2 years. I haven't been talking to no one. Well, we have a little something to say differently. I asked Candace and Dawn if they believe her. Candace replied, "Hell yeah, I believe my mom." Dawn replied, "Oh yeah, she's the smartest one out of all of us." So tonight's interview on a big channel claims to talking to Granny is going to be very interesting.
Y'all. Come on. That was like that was the Muppets. That was the Wuppets. That was like the Wuppet show. Didn't he sound like a Muppet? Kinda, the first part. That was that was not a good Grandis imitation. Oh wow. He's insane. So I'm debating now. Should we sneak in to Shares Live? I don't know if it's over or if it's still going or what's happening. Or should we finish ABs? If you want it, y'all. Grover. Fraggle Rock. Oh shoot. That's probably what he was trying to do. Kelly, what happened last night? With that call? Kelly, you're not typing fast enough. Kelly, type. Type. Cooter, what is that? Is that a magnifying? Are those magnifying glasses? Are those for me? You shouldn't have. Can you imagine AB reading a child's book? Absolutely. You know what? You've never heard me read a children's book. I'm a professional. Now don't come at me. Okay? If me and AB got to go toe to toe reading a children's book, it's over. It's over. Oh, banjos. Oh, thank you. Okay. For a second, okay, so they looked like magnifying glasses and then they kind of look like a tipped over some kind of scientific piece of equipment. I don't know. Okay, what's happened? The police and scuba team were called for what? Oh, it's still going? You had to leave? Ooh, can I go to the beginning of it? Just saying she didn't ask Grandis to see her. What? Oh, yeah, I know. And she said that. But I stick with her as far as this is about summer. And she didn't say anything particularly disparaging. She didn't accuse her of anything. She simply put the conversation out there. And I know she felt badly about it because she sort of befriended her. But again, everybody should be putting Finding Summer at the top of the list over, stepping on somebody's toes and hurting their feelings. I mean, for real. If something that someone says, one of the last people to have seen her has something to say, that's important information that needs to be out. And, sorry, Grandis, if your feelings are hurt. But first of all, if you're truly concerned about Finding Summer, then you wouldn't have any problem with it, I would think. Again, I'm going to go back to this again. I've been saying this from day one. If you're concerned about your grandchild or child or niece or anyone going missing, you are not going to care what anybody says about you, because you are going to only be consumed with doing whatever it takes to find your child. I don't care if someone dug into my past and, found out that I'm not going to tell anyone what I did, but there's nothing there really. But anyway, they could make stuff up and I wouldn't care because I'd just be searching for my baby. You can say whatever you want about me. So I don't get it. They don't care if he did it, as bizarre as that sounds. Oh my gosh. Yes, that sounds horrific. But you could be right. Oh, Betty Joe, really? She also never said she wasn't taking notes for YouTube. Right. And a man jumped off a bridge. Yeah. What? Is that what the scuba thing was about? Okay, listen, sometimes I just get to rambling. What, a man, like he was trying to take his own life? And what happened? Is he okay? I know, Phoenix. Hello from Johnson City, Tennessee. So what do y'all want to do, though? If you want to go to voices, put a V in the chat. And yeah, that's it. If you want to go to voices, put a V and we'll go there where we can speak freely with our, practicing of freedom of speech and such. I welcome cursing in the chat. I'm just kidding. Well, I do welcome. I don't encourage it, but I welcome it. Okay. And sometimes it's very useful. Just saying. I'm seeing a lot of V's. They don't answer and Don ain't there. Yeah. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. I'll wait for you here out of troll spray. You're just going to wait here? But they're going to be here. I'm bringing them to you. I'm bringing them to you. Okay, I'm going to stop that. All right. I don't want to talk over there. I want to talk here. I'm not going to subscribe to them to be able to talk in their chat so they can ignore me and time me out when I speak the truth. They got the wrong one. Oh, that's the name of their stream. All right. Well, let's go back here.
Go over about that because I was on the phone today on a conference call with Dawn, Candace, and Grandma Candace. Candace had her mom on her phone on speaker, and Dawn had me on his phone on speaker. So, and we asked them, "Have you been doing any interviews?" She said, "Hell no." Have you been talking to anyone at all about the case, or have you been talking to people really at all? And she said no. One thing I noticed right off the bat is the YouTube account that they've pulled up and said is Candace's is not Candace's current Facebook that she is using every day. It's an old Facebook account. She hasn't posted in it since like March. She's using a new one and has. And so I noticed that it's actually not her Facebook that she has been using currently for the last couple months. So I want to point that out. And again, I texted Dawn as the interview was going on, and I said, is that really Candace's mom? And he said, no way. And I heard Candace's mom myself. She said, no, she hasn't been talking to people in 2 years. Yeah, it was Facebook Messenger. And I don't know, to be honest, some of the spelling and stuff don't align with, we have to like do a better matchup, but I saw some old, I just don't trust it yet. So either it's real, right? Or it is real and possibly Candace and her mom are saying no or whatever, or I don't know what's going on, but listening to Candace's mom, there's no way. And I specifically asked both Candace and Dawn, I said, and you guys believe her, right? You trust that she's telling the truth. And they both said yes. Candace said, hell yeah, I trust my mom, you know? And Dawn was like, yeah, she's the smartest one out of all of us. Yeah, so I was very disappointed too, because let's say that was a real
Electric.
It is real.
Who is that? Is that
don't-
Pennywise?
I don't.
That
know.
is, girl. What are you?
According to all three of them, no,
She's
it's
wearing
not.
Pennywise on her freaking
It's awesome.
clothing.
And by the way,
Juju.
who is? Oh, the same member 2 times.
I'm late for a date, became a member, and then upgraded.
Late for a date.
Thank
Thank
you very
you.
much.
Oh, I don't understand it.
I
People
missed
are
it, but,
paying them.
Maybe she didn't want Dawn to know. Well, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of this thing.
Why would
where
anyone pay for
everyone's
this
afraid of
channel?
Dawn. But if she was afraid of Dawn, when asked those questions, you think Dawn could have done it? It would have been stonewalled. No way.
There's stuff for
Or
a
they
reason.
wouldn't talk
at all. Like, she doesn't seem scared of Dawn.
No, she does not seem scared of Dawn. And there's a lot. I know you guys are like, oh, Cher hasn't posted, or she hasn't been doing a live in a little while, or whatever. There's a lot of stuff, but I can't say everything right now. And anyone that, most of you all should understand that and why, but there's things I can't say right now. But is Candace afraid of Dawn? In almost a month I've been talking, I've talked to Candace a few times. No, she doesn't trust me because I did flip-flop, and that's fine. I don't need to put that on her. That is fine. But we have had a few conversations, and even in the background, sometimes when things are going crazy, like today, she will talk to me a little bit, you know.
I'm not surprised at all, Mishaka. It's really ridiculous.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. There's ever more.
Um,
Okay, so even if this
hold
is
on.
really her.
Hold on. Why want to know what was ridiculous? Who said something was ridiculous? Because, okay, I don't know what it was. But anyway, what is ridiculous is that these people don't understand why people may be a little bit apprehensive to believe felons and career criminals, and you know, they're not credible people. They're acting very shady, and we're questioning it because that's what makes sense. And we're trying to figure out what may have happened to a 5-year-old girl named Summer. That's what we're trying to do. And you can't do that without looking at the people closest in her life. And if they have ugly things about them, that's going to come out. And that is just the way it is, because it's about finding Summer.
Okay, if it's her, okay. Why are we all just taking her word for it? Because here's planting flowers. This is a contradiction. Grandis said Candace wanted to do the planting, right? But in all the other interviews, Candace says it was her mom hell-bent to get the planting done. So right there, little contradiction, but it's a contradiction. Because who wanted to do the planting? That should be a simple darn answer.
Wait a minute. What's happening here? Are you flipping again? Are you flipping again?
Outside, then she didn't see or hear Dawn.
Interesting.
Around the house or Summer out there or anything. So I mean, and then she also said he screenshotted when they first went to try and prove it was the right account to prove it was stopped it, and the one of the first couple messages said no, he has to he wouldn't be able. Yeah, go ahead, let him in. He has to that he couldn't just leave work.
Yeah, well, I'll show it to you in just a sec here,
Yeah.
so you know what we're talking about.
Thank you, maybe. Okay. No.
She worked for his boss, so he can't take off and go do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So she's saying that Don can't just pick up and leave whenever he wants.
Yes. But then she goes back to say maybe he could leave work to do something. So is it he works for boss and he wouldn't be able to just leave whenever he wants? Or he can leave whenever he wants?
It was a lot of maybes.
I'm sorry, what happened to the Don fan club here?
There's a lot of maybes.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Again, if it is her, I don't know, but I can only put out what I'm being told, and I'm being told no, she hasn't talked to anybody. So y'all, I don't know. Do I trust it? Hell no. I don't know what to believe. I just know what I heard from Grandma Candace myself on the phone today was no.
Yeah. Like we heard her words say no.
Yep. All for him, me, Candace, Don,
we understand.
And Candace
we understand.
Heard this. No.
Are you?
What channel was it on, guys?
Well, it was true. She never.
Are they straddling the fence now? Is that what's happening here?
She said, "Yeah, could have been." She doesn't like Dawn, apparently, and that's whatever.
And that's the thing too. If she's worried about her daughter and everything, okay, I can understand that as a mom. That's fair enough, right? But you don't want to, or you shouldn't be because my vibe from all that, it was sick. I'm honestly disappointed in, I mean, not that they care, but I am disappointed in some of the people that were even on this panel, because the information that they're even giving out is false. Candace is so definitely afraid of him, or whatever they were saying.
She is disappointed. Cher is disappointed at some of the. Okay. Cher, have you met yourself? Mr. Cher, have you met Mrs. Cher? Do y'all know each other? Do you see what's going on here? They're flip-flopping more than a pancake on a. I don't have an analogy. Just go with it.
You'll be witnessing. Let me tell you, if Don was so controlling of her, she would have been on our channel doing interviews, because that's what he wanted. He really, really wanted to be united with her. Like, he would tell us all the time, I really want Candace to. I really want Candace to. And understandably, she didn't trust it because I flip-flopped. That's fine. I don't care about the people running around, Candace doesn't like you. I don't care.
Someone, I missed it. Somebody asked,
But
how
I
do we
do
know it
care
was,
that Don
Grandma?
loves
Well,
me.
both Don and Candace said it was, so.
Yeah. Oh, and if you know the voice, yeah, it was Grandma. It was Grandma Candace.
You know what I don't get is, like,
I
I try to work out
Anything.
what the theory is. Like, what if Don actually did this?
Mhm.
How? So he went to work,
Came home early.
Oh my gosh.
Somehow, by the way, he talked
Is
to
he
Candace,
freaking kidding me right
he
now?
knew that they weren't home, so he assumed that she would be home with Summer.
Hi, Sky.
Came home, grabbed Summer, left, and nobody saw him. And he managed to convince, I don't know how many coworkers, at least 2 or 3, to lie for him.
Mm-hmm.
And like, is that the theory? I don't get it. And all of this within a 2-minute window.
Mm.
Well,
So
none of us believe that,
and he
sir.
had to get. No, that doesn't even fit, because once Candace realized she was gone, she called him, and he would have been only a couple miles from the house. So if police,
instead,
they would know his location when he called 911.
So instead, what we believe is that silent, invisible aliens swooped down at precisely 6:02 and snatched Summer up. And they just beamed themselves into another galaxy, because that is way more plausible than what we're thinking.
So if they knew he was lying about that, he would have been arrested immediately. For no other reason than obstruction of justice.
Now, I want to say something too. Y'all say, well, not y'all, but the haters will say, oh, I'm controlling Don, or I have him locked in a dungeon somewhere, whatever the crap is going around. I'm in a whole different country than him. How do you go from he's such a controlling man and Candace can't do anything, oh, poor Candace, to all of a sudden I am in all of this control over that same man that's so controlling over Candace? I give advice. I give advice that's very smart and common sense advice. I don't.
Well, we're just going to think about that for a moment. Oh my gosh. What do you think? Do you think she gives good advice, guys? And do you think Don has taken it?
Twist his arm or hold a gun to his head to do as I say.
Yeah. Well, not.
And hi, Benny.
Hi, how you guys doing?
Yeah, I don't know if you're talking or not, but we can't hear you.
Yep, I can't hear you.
Can you guys hear Benny?
Yeah, can y'all hear Benny? Benny, are you
I
talking?
see a circle
Are you
moving.
here?
How you doing?
Oh, maybe we got an audio problem.
Can you hear me
I
now?
had to restart my computer, so some things might have gone a little screwy. Yeah, that's what happened. And there we go. We should be able to hear you now.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yep, for sure.
Sounds super quiet.
Well, it's Benny. It'll get louder.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I know we've been busy with a whole other situation, Benny, but did you get to catch any of this?
No, I did not. I did not want to pollute what I have going on with that because it seems to be almost third party. I mean, I understand that she was around that day, but you know, I think that there's a kind of a general consensus in terms of her departure, anyways. So there's just so many dynamics, right? I do know that keeping myself from looking at certain things and reading certain things, I can maintain my course.
I wish y'all could see my face right now.
This has come to YouTube creators bashing each other, less about Summer Moon. Unfortunately, everyone keeps calling it the Dawn Show, and he's made it all about him. But
Dawn isn't the one that made it about Dawn.
yeah, do you all think that Dawn really wanted this attention?
Dawn
Yes,
even uploaded one
yes,
video.
we do.
There's one YouTuber, who
Yes.
made this about Dawn,
Yep.
and a bunch of other people, they just jumped on it like a bitch in heat.
And now he's got all these people attacking him. And what do we all want to do when we are being attacked?
Hold up.
Fucking defend ourselves.
Did he just compare me to a bitch in heat? Is that what just happened? Well, damn. Huh. I gotta ruminate on that one for a minute.
So
we
I
aren't
don't
the ones making it
understand.
about Dawn. We're
It's all
trying
about
to
the
get
Dawn
it
Show.
away from Dawn. We're saying, what about this neighbor? What
And
about JD? We're giving other
unfortunately-
theories.
Yeah, we've given many other theories, and unfortunately, people are stuck on Dawn. It's all of those people who are making this the Dawn Show, and this didn't become the Dawn Show until a certain expired cop came to town. Period.
Expired. I like that.
That's what he is.
And that's
And he's old too.
He brought Dawn's past into the mainstream, and
what in the actual is going on? Is this for real? Are we really, truly, is this happening right now? What are they talking about? They're talking about Chris? Who? They're talking about Chris McDonough. Wow. I would love to see their credentials, their experience, their past, and match it up to Chris McDonough's. Who would have greater credibility?
I get it. It's horrible. It's not good. We don't condone it. But a lot of people out there, some of you watching this, you just want to see him fry. You don't even care if he did anything this summer or not. You just want him to fry. That's not right.
I'm sorry, why?
Things.
Huh? Why?
Also, what I don't understand.
Why is that not right? Can someone help me understand? I don't understand. He you know what he did. And we think, no, I'm not going to speak for anybody else. I think that it is very likely that Don had something to do with his daughter going missing. So, therefore, yes, he should fry, and we should make him.
understand, and it really, like, I can't get on the same planet, guys, and I don't think I was ever on the same planet. But the people who condemn me for flip-flopping as I got more information,
Yeah.
I went into this and I stupidly was incriminating like everybody else. I then obviously got a little bit closer than most people, learned a little bit more things that not everybody knows, and it changed my mind. I got to witness things, I got to see them with my eyes, get tips from TBI and get good information and get these phone calls, and there is no faking the emotion that I see. And also, everyone thinks they're so dumb. I just don't think, how can they have this whole conspiracy thing so planned out, like, so well?
They can't. They are not criminally sophisticated whatsoever.
Well, if they are like very good at hiding it. Because
yes,
wow,
not going.
Exactly, Kim Hogan. We need to listen to all sides. And that's absolutely true. We are not saying that we know Dawn is innocent. We have never said that.
I'm gonna try and slow the chat, guys. Sorry.
I did.
Yeah, I feel like they have said that.
I
feel
have
like-
said Don is innocent, and he's innocent until proven guilty.
Yep, that's what they've said.
That's all that you know.
But that's in a
I
court
don't
of
know
law.
what happened. None of us know. We're trying to get to the bottom of that.
That was
Listen, skis. There's a huge difference in saying and using your freedom of speech and saying, you know, I really think there's a strong possibility that this guy might have done this. Okay? There's a difference between that and saying or making some kind of assertion that, hey, this is a court of law right now, and I solely am declaring, and it will be so, that this person is guilty. No, I'm not pretending to be a judge. I know we're not in a court of law. Okay? That's not what's happening. People are expressing their opinion, talking amongst ourselves on a social platform, and that doesn't make anyone go to jail. Okay? So two different things. Now, you're going to tell me if you're someone that you trusted, told you that, hey, this person that's about to walk up to us, I believe that he's a purse snatcher. You going to tell me that you would just like hold out your purse like regular? You wouldn't grip it or nothing? You'd be like, you know what? Innocent until proven guilty. So I'm just going to do, and I'm just going to not believe that or be concerned because that person is innocent until proven guilty. No, you're going to believe. You are going to be cautious. You're going to question what you're seeing, what you're hearing. You're not going to just go along with what the person says and take it and call the police right there, right? But you are going to take certain measures because you believe that that person is a danger because someone just said it. Because they say that they have proof. But this whole innocent until proven guilty, that's okay. That's in a court of law. No one's disputing that. We don't think we're in one right now. Okay.
That's my point. Yeah.
Yes, I know it was, and I was just piggybacking on it because that's how much harder. Let me ask you this, guys: when you were on the other side of the fence, YouTubing that kind of content wasn't that hard, was it? You just kind of went with the flow, right?
No. In fact, I believe I'd be getting a lot more views.
Absolutely.
I'd be getting probably this, maybe not as much subscribers. It did get me a lot of subscribers, but I don't know what I would have gotten if I would have been doing the other way, the common way, the way everyone else is going and getting hella money and hella views and subscribers for.
This is hard work this way, right?
Yeah, and I don't make money off of dead children and victims. I make money off of YouTube and putting my time into research.
I don't
And
care about anyone doing
talking
that.
to
So
people and
whatever.
networking to bring forth. I look at myself like a journalist, like a maybe a news reporter or something. Not a news reporter. People are gonna come at me for that, but you know what I mean, like a journalist who does research. And
You know
I'm
what?
bringing it
She
to
and I
you on my
actually agree
platform.
on something here. That's
I'm not
scary.
making shit up. We're just going with the rumors and then coming on here or doing this. Or I'm not taking someone else's stream and streaming that for my content for hours and hours.
So what?
I'm trying to get answers and doing research. I'm literally on my phone all day, all night.
Yeah, she's constantly
Girl,
working. And we see, I
now
see
you
you people
lost
in there.
me.
Without Dawn, you'd have no views. Without Dawn, they'd
That's
have
not
no
true.
views. People are getting views because of Dawn. Yeah.
I just don't even
Both
think
sides.
views should be
Yeah.
something that we're
People condemning them are
talking
getting
about
a
right now.
lot more, though.
For real, everybody who
that's
is
not
talking
even-
about Dawn, period, is getting views.
Okay, that's not relevant. Yes, it's true, but it's not relevant to Summer at all. So I won't listen to that.
Coffee, CC. Coffee
What
with
are they on
CC.
now?
Yes, we get along fine. We do have very different opinions, but we get along fine. I know some people have messaged me, "Oh, she's using your videos," and saying like negative things, but I don't strike people for using my videos. I
No.
did try to strike AB. I'm not gonna lie because, well, he's just nasty. But anyone else, I don't care if they've. I've never even. There's been many hate videos made about me. I've not done anything about it, so I don't care if people use my videos.
No, but it does say a lot about your character
It
that
is
you would
fair
actually make a video
use
like
and
that,
all.
Terry.
So I mean,
Absolutely.
just
Like I
saying.
said, YouTube needs more people like that.
Yes.
Definitely.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And thank you for letting me come on.
Of course.
Of course.
That's the thing about us. We don't shoo anybody away.
Oh my God. You don't even let people discuss in your
Sorry, I'm trying to
chat
find something
openly.
to-
She's looking for a comment, I guess.
What
No,
in
I
the
wanted to
flying?
make Jay for Justice the mod so nobody could like.
Oh,
block
people are gonna
her
lose their
or-
minds.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, Jane for Justice has a
Oops.
wrench. Somebody's gonna make a whole
So does
video
Coffee
about
with
just
CC.
that.
Cha-ching!
I gave her a
Thank you,
wrench, and
Teresa.
we do not have the same opinion.
I know.
Oh my
Obi does.
gosh, look at that.
Obi.
Losing it all.
It's better if we
Baby
don't all
doesn't
have the
give
same opinions, 'cause
two
otherwise we're never gonna get
shites.
anywhere.
Yes, you did. You did. You asked me if I'd be okay with it, and I did. And so did Cece. Coffee with
Cooter,
CC.
stop.
And she's right. It is called
That's
respect.
so funny.
Something that's sorely lacking.
Mhm.
Oh, goodness.
I do see most of the people in the chat, even though you're disagreeing, you're being respectful. So good on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, because you guys are always respectful. Always.
Stop being so damn mean.
Did a lot of you watch that interview? A lot of you must have. Probably like 99% of you did watch that interview today. Like
I caught a lot of it. I had to do some work stuff, but I did catch some. And
You're talking about the Grandis?
Yeah.
Yeah. There were a couple people on there I really liked because they were kind of challenging and kind of questioning. And then there was that guy on there who really honestly shouldn't have been. He really took away from the integrity of that live.
Oh, here's my favorite one.
That's neither here nor there. It's not my channel.
No, it isn't.
What?
What'd you think of it, Terry?
Yeah, what'd you think, Terry?
I thought it was fake. I mean, I just assumed it was fake.
But then you saw the
it's
proof.
hard to tell. Like text messages and messenger that can be.
Yeah, I'm not
doctored so
surprised,
easily.
Layla.
It's really you want to see the person speaking. Otherwise, there's always that distrust.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't.
Caitlin,
Penny doesn't
like-
take away from my live. I think he adds to it. So thanks,
Thank you.
anyways, Lynette.
Okay, so we're gonna have a little chit chat here. I don't like hypocrisy. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you something. I can be sweet and kind and compassionate, and I can be a raging bitch. Okay. I don't claim to always choose the right words to use or Never say anything inappropriate. But you know what I don't do? I don't lie. And I'm not fake. And frankly, I think these two are both of those, lying and fakers. So I don't know which you prefer. It would be nice if someone had both integrity and they were real and were just, always kind. But do you know anybody like that? I don't know. I just think they're full of shit.
Benny, how dare you?
Well, we didn't really do anything to him to start it off, I don't think. I mean, if we did, I'd like it if he'd tell us so we could rectify it or whatever. But
No, we didn't.
No.
Yeah, I don't think we did.
No.
It was Facebook messages, Facebook Messenger. A lot of it was pretty vague. There was more contradictions. Again, I was on the phone. Dawn, Candace, me, hubby, and Grandis all on speakerphones together, and her exact words were, as I typed, she said, "Hell no," and I asked Candace and Dawn, "Do you believe her? Do you trust her?" After she hung up and said, "I'll call you guys back in a little bit." That's
Listen. True crime, or what's that lady's name? my name is True Crime with Libby. I wasn't trying to say that. Crime Stories Obsessed, is that her name? Emma, who had that conversation. It wasn't an interview. So if I said that, I don't know if I said that, but if I did, I was mistaken. Who had that conversation, that text conversation with Grandis. She fully believes that she was conversing with Candace Harrer. And from what she showed, it looked like proof to me. That account was set up in 2016. Her account is not on private because I've been on there before. She did put up a post. It must have been a month ago now, that said, I'm no longer accepting any new friend requests. So leave me alone, basically. And it appeared that truly was her Facebook account, and those were where the messages were coming from. And I believe her. Now Grandis has every reason to lie to Candace and Don because, she did kind of say some sketchy things. She may not have realized that she was talking to a YouTuber. I don't know. Anyway, point is, it doesn't make any difference to me that they were on a three-way conference call or whatever she said. She had Candy, Don, and Grandis on the phone. Because Grandis could have been totally lying to them because she knew she was busted. So, and that would make sense for her to do that, right? Because of what was said in there. So, yeah.
when I asked them, do you believe your mom? Do you trust her and what she's saying? And Candace right away was like a little offended I even asked that. Hell yeah, I trust my mom, And Don was like, yeah, I trust her. She's the smartest one out of all of us. So again, I don't know. I can only give you guys what I know, what I witnessed, what I'm being told.
I just don't think that's where she'd go.
I don't feel like it either. And I felt like there was a lot of on purpose typos.
Yeah.
And there was some.
She's very articulate. If you've seen any of the interviews about Rosemary, Miss Candace, Grandma Candace, she's very articulate. So there would be no need to kind of dumb her down in the sense to make her try to fit some sort of agenda. Like she's
Right.
much more articulate than that, than what that interaction showed me. Period.
Yeah. Well, and I'll be the devil's advocate in this scenario because this other channel, I don't see them stooping to that level, creating fake
Thank
stuff.
you. Nor do
So
I.
I believe that she actually was talking to Grandis. And by the way, when we say Grandis, we aren't trying to be insulting.
No, it's just whatever they're calling her.
Yeah,
Right.
it's
And also
Grandma
Candace and Candace.
So
It's just for short, not to be an insult.
hey, by the way, guys, in case that could possibly be misconstrued as disrespectful, we just want you to know it's not. Even though we're doing it, even though you think it is, we're just telling you it's not, okay? So that makes it not. Okay? It's not disrespectful. Dude, you're calling her Grandis, and I do it all the time. Do I think it's respectful? No, it is not. It's a made-up nickname that everybody's using. It's not like you're calling her, a dirty whore or something like that. So it's not just outright, rude and disrespectful, but it's not like it's not a pet name. It's not a, we love you so much, we're affectionately calling you this. So stop it.
Personally, I think that she was actually talking with her through messages.
Yeah, but do you think that it's possible she was talking to somebody pretending to be Grandis? Because I agree with you. I don't, it was Zav Girl, right? That you're
Yeah.
talking about. See, I don't, she
Well,
doesn't
there's
strike
like several
me.
of them. Zab Girl was one of
Yeah,
them.
Zav Girl, and there was another one. I
Right.
don't remember her name, but yeah, she was kind of questioning things too. And that's what we got to do. You can't just take
Yeah.
everything and say, "Oh, this is 100% truth." But a lot of it
Right.
was just maybes. Like, do you think this could have happened? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, again,
But in the
even
realm
if
of
it is her,
possibility,
guys.
everything
Yes.
is a maybe.
Well,
Right.
exactly. Yeah.
My favorite is Grandy Kane.
Well, it is possible, like I said a few minutes earlier, it is possible it was her, and like I said, she's lying then, or somebody's lying. And so far, everybody has told a lie in this case. Yes,
Oh,
even Dawn,
really? Oh,
Candace,
oh,
everyone, right? Or there
oh.
wouldn't be so many inconsistencies.
Really?
I gotta
I'm with
stop
Mark,
saying that
though.
word
I'm
because I
with
can't
Mark.
say it.
The
So,
critical thinking.
Cher, why don't
you would start to
Okay. Oh my God. The all-wise oracle, also known as Cher, from Voices Behind the Drywall, has spoken. And she has enlightened us to know that lies have been told. Okay? So now that she has said it, it must be so. I hope she'll tell us which things are true and which are not, because clearly we can't tell, but she can, because she's Don's BFF.
you would just write each name down and you would just put a strike for each time they were inconsistent. And then you would look at the person that had the most inconsistencies in their online product, and then you would make you could make an educated guess then. So I'm right with Mark. Like I think JD is a guy that I can't he won't go away.
Yeah,
No.
he's got the biggest inconsistencies.
Correct.
Like he literally forged something to make himself look more innocent.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not even in dispute. That is a fact. This other stuff, bickering over times and stuff, that's not facts. That's people going through a tragedy and getting things mixed up.
Absolutely.
Right.
And anyone who's been through something like that, they'll tell you one of two things. One, they'll remember every single detail. They'll remember what the room that they were in smelled like. They remember if there were cars outside. They'll remember like the most minute things. A fly was buzzing around. And then you'll have people like me. I held my fiance while she took her last breath. I couldn't even tell you what time
Oh
of
my
day, if it was
God.
before or after lunch. I have no
Sorry, I
idea
hate to hear
still.
that.
Yeah, I'm
I don't like
sorry.
bringing it up for sympathy. It's just for an example. It was a while ago. I'm okay. But I don't remember shit.
Yeah.
Like nothing. Like
Like
I could
whole
walk into that
blocks and
hospital. I
hours
couldn't
of
even go
time.
to the right floor. Like I don't remember anything.
Yeah. Just complete disorientation. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now someone said, what about Jeannie's interview? Let's talk. I can't remember who. Thank you for that super chat, by the way. I'm going to do a completely different
Oh God, Sheila, that's horrible.
oh, well, fuck it.
Sorry.
I have different opinions on the situation. I believe this is a situation that could have been
Guys,
handled with
this is important.
the family, and that maybe they should have all got some
Just kidding. I have
therapy
no
for
idea.
and things like that. I believe there's a lot more to it because I've been told things from Dawn, and so
Dawn does.
I can't talk about it right now, but
Why is everyone?
Chris himself
Hold on.
said that he made a comment.
Hold on. I know that's possibly going to be important, but listen, what's going on with Leslie in here? Sky. Okay. Sky said, Leslie, stop being cryptic. So what's going on? And then the other people are saying, Leslie, what's up? Is everything okay? You good? Oh, did you put her in timeout? Uh-oh. What happened? Cher's a flat earther. Oh my gosh. She can think of what she's trying to say. Okay, Libby, keep an eye on Leslie. She said she is warning you about something. Girl, boo. You coming to my house? What's your warning? Go ahead. Anyone can watch me. Anyone can do what they want to do. I have freedom of speech. This is done under Fair Use Act, yada, yada. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think I'm going to just like burst into flames if you get some kind of strike against me or something? I mean, that would be a kind of a bummer, but I mean, I do have a life outside of this, so, you know, it's fine. It's fine. Let's just calm it down a little bit, okay? All right, let's get back to this.
And said, you know, where do you think Dawn learned this from? So that's all I'll say right now on that. I think this was a lot of children exposed to bad things and also were curious about what was happening to them as well. And again, I'll quote Chris McDonough. Dawn learned this behavior from somewhere. This is a generational.
It's not instinctual behavior.
Based on who we got.
This is what we've been trying to tell you guys. Who are you talking to?
I'll get into my past experiences and why I believe in what I believe. Because people think I'm just, I'm defending a pedophile or I'm defending
because you have
whatever.
You have been.
Who does essay.
I'd like to be there with you, Jill, in that, because I feel the same, and I was part of that whole Me Too thing too. And I agree with you.
My opinion's only, you're 100% correct.
So I'm going to plan a whole different show about that, and I'll address Jeannie's thing. It's not that I'm ignoring it, but there's reasons why I feel like it's a distraction right now. Now, if Summer is found and something's happened to her, or, you know, I'm sorry, but it's been whatever amount of days now. So if she's found alive, I really hope that's the case, from my lips to God's ears, or something else, then they will do a medical thing. If it turns out and can be proven that and tied to Dawn, but again, I've talked to his older kids and they say no. I've talked to one of his sisters, his full-blooded sister. Never touched her. So and they're only 2 years apart. So I don't.
Who's
I
only
don't know,
2 years
guys. I just have
apart?
my own
The
feelings. And I don't really want to
sister.
get into it tonight.
Well, yeah,
That's an interesting question. What's your
biological
biggest
sister.
concern or wait a minute moment from your combos with Cass and Dawn?
I can't.
Or she talked
I
to
can't.
Don's oldest daughter, did she say? Okay, hold on.
The one thing that really sticks.
It's not instinctual behavior.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave that at that because I have a whole different show planned where I'll get into my past experiences and why I believe in what I believe. Because people think I'm just.
I don't want to hear any
defending
of that.
Or I'm defending
honestly.
Whatever someone who does SA. But
I'd like to be there with you too in that because I feel the same, and I was part of that whole Me Too thing too, and I agree with you.
My opinion's only
Everybody want to tell about your story.
So I'm going to plan a whole different show about that, and I'll address Jeannie's thing.
Well,
it's
good.
Not that I'm ignoring it, but there's reasons why I feel like it's a distraction right now. Now, if Summer is found and something's happened to her, or
well then
I'm sorry, but it's been whatever.
Steffi, why are
now,
you
so
in
if
here?
She's found alive. I really hope that's the case, from my lips to God's ears, or something else. Then they will do a medical thing if it turns out and can be proven that and tied to Don. But again, I've talked to his older kids and they say no. I've talked to one of his sisters, his full-blooded sister.
Yes, I do know.
Her. So I
do know
only 2 years
Electric.
apart. So I don't know.
Oh,
Guys. I
okay.
just have my own feelings and I don't really want to get into it tonight.
That's an interesting question. What's your biggest concern or wait a minute moment?
Steffi, we was about to fight.
With
I'm just
Cass and
kidding.
Dawn?
I can't.
No question.
I can't.
People say, why do you play the same
The only
bit
thing,
over and over?
the
That's
one thing that
because
really
after the
sticks
kissing
with me,
phase, Don changes
and I've said this
narrative.
before, but
So true.
The 2-minute window thing.
Okay.
Apache Jack, did you bring me some more coffee?
I just
was
don't
going to pull the mic cord.
I was.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've never said anything about it because that's the thing that really sticks in my head. Honestly, is how did that happen in such a small window? Like, regardless of whatever happened, if someone came in, or if someone was already waiting in the basement, or someone walked out, or whatever, 2 minutes. Like,
I'm so sorry, Anna.
Can I weigh in just for a minute? I have a 3-year-old boy, and he is a superhero every day of the week.
Mm-hmm.
And I tell you what, 2 minutes, 2 minutes in I think anywhere. Now, when you take into account that Summer is taller and she has a longer stride, and she knows that area, I think that it's very plausible that she could really get out of sight in 2 minutes. Now, I have a hard time.
Oh, dear God. So now Summer went jetting out of the forest for what? Even though the parents themselves have both said, okay, I'm not going to go in because I didn't even listen to what he said after that. I just had to stop it. Because what I was really going to say is I want to know if he would let Don and Candace babysit that precious 3-year-old for the weekend. Because I wouldn't let him spend 20 minutes supervised with my grandbaby or any of my children. And I bet you wouldn't either.
I'm believing that she would be out of earshot in 2 minutes unless she went directly into a vehicle. So that's because kids are loud, right?
True.
They're just so loud. Like we heard a statement from the neighbors saying they could hear the kids playing up on the hill. So,
right.
I don't know. But I do think as far as covering ground, like I believe she could get out of eye shot in 2 minutes. That's my opinion.
Oh, it's possible. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
But then if that's the case, then my other what the moment would be, well, they said she never went off on her own ever. So why did she?
Okay, just for funsies, I'm gonna do a
So-
2-minute timer, and we're gonna see how long it like really is, because it does.
Time goes slower. Like when
No,
you're
that's not funsy. I'm gonna.
Yeah, there
I'm gonna,
are
It is a lot of time, but
time
mean,
bends
what
for
are-
sure in
what are
certain
we doing?
instances, right?
guys?
yeah, like I'm not saying that I think she's being deliberately deceitful necessarily. I just think it was longer than that.
Absolutely.
Oh, you
But
do.
that was my big one. I'm like 2 minutes.
So
That one always hit me.
If it was,
I'm sorry, but the arrogance here, just the emphatic, like, I'm right. This is what happened. And I think this because of this, but stating it as just fact. And he just was talking about how so wrong it is for people to just run with what they think based on someone's history, which is actually proven by research that it's very likely and probable. But we're just supposed to go by his what? He's got a built-in lie detector and he can just tell, and he's about to enlighten us. Get ready.
2 minutes. And then we know that when people say 2 minutes, sometimes it means 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah,
So,
but it may change because now even Chris McDonough is saying it might have been like 4 or 5.
Well, and if
Starts to
we've
widen.
learned anything from this Summerwell's case, is nobody involved in this case can really nail down time.
Correct.
Everybody's screwed up.
Yes.
Like there's hours missing, and no one can figure out where they are. It just, there's a whole lot of stuff that just doesn't add up.
Hi, Leslie. What are you wanting to say to me, hon? I didn't know you got timed out until afterward, so I don't really know what's happening, but some people were suggesting that Sky, you asked if she was Allie's friend. Yeah, so what did you say? You said like you're watching me or something like that, or I don't even know. What did you say? And were you talking to me? Maybe you weren't. I think my chat might be behind, or there's a lag in my stream. Something. There's something somewhere going on somehow. Okay? Of that, I'm convinced. Okay, let's see. Hello, Leslie. Are you there? Yeah, my chat's behind. I don't know, because Leslie's got something to say, but I don't know. So I'm going to move on because there's something with the timing that's off here, and I think my internet might be janky tonight. Just tonight.
I was making videos after videos. If that comment is about me, it was just about
A whole different case. Clearly, you don't follow my channel very long.
Well,
That's
most of these
okay.
people wouldn't have. They would be just about the summer case.
Yeah, now women are coming out of the woodwork. Yeah, it's
Yeah, we see that all the time, though.
We
irresponsible.
see
you
that
see
all the
that-
time. That's the template.
With celebrities, it happens all the time. One comes out, and then all of a sudden there's another 10.
Like
Yep.
the Bill Cosby effect, if you will.
Absolutely.
Do I believe all of those women? Hell no. Do I believe some? Yes. All?
And get again,
no way.
based on what?
Why?
Well, see,
this is
well,
something I
what?
never understand. Why do
Yeah.
you come out?
Why
Like, yeah,
can't
it's
I-
a brave thing and it's
What's
strong.
going on? Why can't I
But
pause
you-
this? Sorry, I'm gonna have a tiff now. I'm gonna have a little freak out session because what the hell? What in the hell? Why does she think that she has some kind of spidey sense to know which victims are being truthful or not? Do I believe some of them? Yes. Do I believe all of them? No. Why? Does that mean everyone is lying until proven honest? Is that a new thing? Is that a new thing now? You are lying until you prove that you're honest when you say that you're a victim. Okay. That's the new way of it, says Cher and Mr. Cher.
Go to the police.
Yeah, like
And a lot of them do. A lot of them do. I'm not saying they all don't.
Oh, you're not? You don't know them all, do you?
But the ones that only come out on social media,
Oh, you don't get to.
That's an instant red flag for me.
Oh, well,
You're looking
I don't
for
think that
validation,
you need
not
to
because you're
be
scared.
raising any kind of flags.
Because when they
against
refer to
someone.
these women in court, they refer to them as Jane Doe 1, Jane Doe 2. Like, you know, if you are to be, you know, if this true crime community is going to be true to something, it ought to be in the way that we treat victims, right? Like, if you want to bash somebody, like, wait till you know who a suspect and a convict is and bash them then.
Rosemary, I don't get it. Well, while we're waiting for
I feel
Rosemary
like
to
the
tell me
woman
what
on
it
the
is I
bottom
don't
is
get,
like, I don't know what the.
poor Terry's just been sitting there. You got anything to add?
Haven't I been talking?
Well, I just feel like
Oh
we've
my
been kind of just going back
gosh.
and forth and kind of
No.
glazing
Wait,
over
what,
you, but
Emery?
you're-
What are you
you're new
talking
to our
about?
panel, so we want to get to know you a little bit.
Oh no,
Benny, can
that's
you
okay,
put
honey.
in the
I've seen it.
comments the phone number for that?
I can.
Boy, I'm not just new to the
Oh,
channel. I'm
the TDI hotline.
or to the panel. I'm new.
Same.
In fact, I'm one of those people who found you with the summer wells. So I haven't gone back to any of the other stuff that you've done. I know.
What? Okay, where did this lady come from? And why is she up there and they don't look at, they're not even listening. Look at Cher's doing something else. He doesn't even have his camera on. He's looking at the chat. Okay. I'm just saying. What the heck? My computer is wackadoo. Something's not working right over here. I don't know who she is. Can you guys hear me? Hello, Del Rayburn. Patricia. You know what? For real, that poor lady. I think she's like, whoa. When Skeezy started going off, or no, when Mr. Cher started saying that mess, she was like, ooh. And then Benny came in and she was like, I don't know about this.
I know that you've done other stuff, though.
Yeah, we were doing Chris Watt's case quite a bit, and I did some with Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey. That's
oh, now he's giving his resume.
That one really boils my blood.
Did you actually have you spoken with them directly?
Oh, I don't want to hear this.
Through correspondence or
Oh no. Y'all, did it go private? Okay, I'm not sure what happened there. I'm going to see if I can get back to it. She might have put it on private or blocked me. Or maybe my whole YouTube has been shut down. They got the wrong one.
They have a high. It seems that they have a high. They have a high number of those sorts of issues all around that area. In fact, we talked on one of my lives
very
about
high.
Some of the marriage customs of Appalachia. They're sort of different than the rest of the country. And you know, we don't have to go into that now, but there is some systemic differences in the way that they look at
Skeezy's using
relationships
some
between
smarty
younger and
pants
older
words.
than
He
the
said
rest of the country.
systemic.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Carrie, did you have something to say?
Yeah. Don't remember now.
I'm sorry.
We get on a roll. I mean, yeah. If you
Yeah.
gotta get something out, you just start
Yell
yelling.
over us. Just yell over us. 'Cause, yeah. Or I get forgetful if I don't get it out. And so I always like blurt out.
I remember it. I remember. So not only all of that with Don, with him saying all of those things, he talks so much that if he did something, I personally think he'd have said something. Inadvertently, he would have said something. I think it would have come out.
He has.
That's, he
pretty much
we
has.
talked about the sophistication of it, and I just don't think it's there.
Yeah, I certainly
like
think
I
it's-
said,
I don't
if he
think
was,
it's
if
that
he is like this
sophisticated
mastermind,
necessarily.
he's a phenomenal actor.
There you go.
No, because
Yeah, you
we're
would think
not
that at some
believing
point,
it.
it's a race between what people want to twist about what Don says
Oh
and
my
what
gosh.
technology is going to find about the behind the scenes stuff, right? So I said it again a couple of days ago. Each day that goes by and there isn't any movement on the case, it looks great in the public's eye for Don and Candace, but in the same regard, it goes backwards for Summer. That each day that goes by, it's worse for her. Realistically,
It's beyond that point, though. We're past that date. We're honestly way past that
Good
date.
for you for speaking up and saying that you're
good for you.
You're an SA survivor or victim or
Thank
however
you.
you choose to.
However you choose to identify
To describe it.
yourself.
Yeah, you guys have to be respectful to Jay for Justice. And also, like Mandy said, my mods already had a briefing at the beginning of this, and I trust their judgment. So I'm sorry, I just do.
And a lot of
Whatever,
times
who
you
cares?
might get timed out accidentally because the chat will like jump. The chat, you're
Yeah.
watching,
Good night, Emery. Oh, my internet's acting so douchey. I have no idea what's happening. Pontificate? Steffi, look at you. I like big words and I cannot lie. I don't understand them. Why? Because no, I'm just kidding. That just rhymed. I do understand them and I like them. I'm a wordsmith. But is my internet jank or not? Like, do y'all hear me at this point? Oh. It says I'm connected, but it's spinning. It's just spinning and spinning. So I unshared that. Oh, buffering. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Look at, I like when my my avatar does that like that. You see it? Okay.
the chat doesn't go up smooth.
Yeah, I did it by
Whoa.
accident.
Jumps,
Oh,
sits,
oh my
jumps.
gosh.
So if
Wait, I
someone's trying to
stopped
time
sharing.
someone
I gotta
out,
do it
right
again.
when it jumps,
It's
it'll
gonna-
time out the wrong person.
Yeah, so
Okay,
we will fix it. So don't worry. Sorry.
Don't
But
worry.
again, mods,
Sorry,
if you're
guys.
in doubt or if you're not sure whether or not
It's
to
okay.
time out or not, just leave it.
I'd like to speak
sorry,
on that
Selena.
last comment. That last comment by Natasha.
Oh, look at this.
She had it nailed down
I
right.
like big
the
words
issue
and I
is that
cannot lie.
that these
My
children
thesaurus is on my
that
thighs.
they weren't
You other
advocated for years ago.
bibliophile.
Because what should have happened was whoever
Bibliophile.
learned the behavior to these children, they're the guilty party and you stem all of this stems.
I do,
from
Anna.
Who taught these
Sorry.
children how to do this? Right now, they've grown up. These cases, they escaped prosecution.
Gays?
And now the dynamic changes.
When are we talking about
now
gays?
it's not. Don was a victim like he was when he was a child. Now he's grown and he must have
Anna,
played
that's
a very
hilariano.
culpable part in a criminal activity.
Hilariano.
New to the channel.
Yes, I do
appreciate
always
your
say
perspectives, flip flop, sometimes confused, but
That's
happy you're
skeezy.
here. Justice for
Or are you
someone.
talking about
Shameless
the
books
one that we
here.
can see his
Thank
face?
you very much, Alley Cat, and
That's
welcome.
Mr. Share.
Thank you. And yeah, flip flopping's part of it because you first hear when
No.
you first hear about the case, you'll hear someone's theory.
Mm.
So you think, okay, that's the theory, and then you start getting more information, and you start thinking, well, wait.
Yeah, but you all did a hard flip.
So yeah, flip flopping is good.
You basically
to something Jay for Justice said a little
Whatever.
earlier about the way that Chris McDonough is kind of going about this is wrong, because if he really thinks this is that serious, right? He's been a detective, so if he really thinks it's that serious of a thing, and yes, SA is a serious thing.
Yes, it is.
Would he then
Thank you.
parade around these women on his
parade?
channel, multiple other channels, instead of go to the police station and make reports with them and be there for them? Like that's what you're supposed to do. Not parade them around on YouTube, because he.
Whoa. First of all, homegirl, you do not know what conversations they had off camera or that weren't recorded. There's plenty that he has not released. He has only released what he has been given permission to do so, and he has treated her with the utmost respect. He hasn't paraded around for shit. You need to stop that. He gave her a voice. He gave her power. And in her doing that, in her speaking out on his show, she empowered thousands of other women. So you stop it.
Here's the thing. Now, if this does go to court or whatever, Jeannie, she says she reported it to TBI, right? So did she report it to TBI and then TBI just do nothing with it? I guarantee you, because I made a phone call, you would have to go to your whatever place you were at this and make a police report. Now, Chris McDonough said, you reported this to TBI, right? She said, yes. But they still haven't gone and made a police report or whatever. Now,
because that
Jamie also said she was.
Oh my God. That's me going mental. Okay. Thank you, Anna. That's it right there. That's it. Boom. Mic drop. Okay.
Happy with Donald's apology, but then she didn't like that he kept going on, and I understand that. But again, and talking to Don, like, he knows he's wrong, and he's really not proud of his past. He isn't. I believe him on that. I do. But I really think it was more of all of the kids, including Donnie, were in inappropriate situations and taught inappropriate things. There were inappropriate things left around on purpose for the kids to see. And what happens when kids are seeing this and learning these things? They get curious.
Oh, ew. What is this about to be now?
That's, I don't know.
I mean, we know that there's a fair and healthy, acceptable amount of kids exploring one another's bodies as kids.
Whoa!
Like,
okay.
that's
Whoa! I'm
acceptable,
uncomfortable.
There
Look
is
at the woman on the
other,
bottom. She's like, "What the fuck?
facets
I got to
of the
get out of here."
behavior that
She's about to pretend that her internet went out.
At all.
I can't listen to that.
Someone said it is relevant, and I'm not discounting it. That's the thing. You guys are not listening.
Oh,
it is
yes.
a viable option. It's
A viable
not the
option?
only viable option. What about the guy who was camping on their land, put up a fake picture from 2016, said that was his alibi, and then shaved his hair?
And posted it on social media.
Looks like a completely different person. And this was the creep who always posted pictures of missing kids. That was the same one, right? On his
Yeah,
Facebook.
it's the same one.
Like, hello.
I know, right?
You guys just like,
That's
yeah. Let's
just
just
one
say
You know, he is.
because he was
I'm
a
not saying
horrible
he's not sketchy,
child
but you know what?
and disturbed young man.
You know what?
Or
Watch
maybe
this.
we should look at the fact that
Love you. Weirdness
Whoopsie.
going on today.
I'm
he
sorry.
is hurting Summer, but that does mean he was obstructing
Dang it.
justice and
Why can't I
interfering with
do
an
this?
investigation, which he would be arrested for.
Okay, shut up. Okay, listen. Listen. Is there any reason why? Yeah, I just thought of one. I just answered my own question in my mind. I was going to say, is there any reason why perhaps Don could have made some kind of deal with that Jackie Dobbs, but then again, he wouldn't have given Jackie Dobbs' name, and I think he did at some point, didn't he? Anyway, y'all know that anyone who's watched me more than once, you know that I am leaning toward the possibility of an arranged type of exchange for Summer that potentially either went wrong or it was planned. Okay, so an arranged exchange is what I meant to say. Possibly an arranged exchange that went farther, or an arranged sale. And it's very, very disturbing to think like that, but I just do. And that's one of those things where, listen, I'm not up here just arrogantly saying, no, I know that this is what I don't know what happened. Okay. But I know a few things. We know Don's past. We know his present. We know how he acts. We know both sides of the family all through it have that just nasty sexual dysfunction. I mean, it just permeates on both sides of the family tree. So it can't be ignored. And then there's all the drug use, okay? And then there's the shaving of the head, everything that you put together to me points toward her being for sale in some way. And I'm not saying that I emphatically 100% believe that or have any, proof. That's my opinion. And it also opens the door for her to still be alive. And that might be why I favor it too. I don't know, but it's just, I can't get over. I will not just think that her dancing in front of that damn red barrel that says for sale on it to that inappropriate ass song and being coached, oh, turn around, do this, do that, which you can tell is happening. I just don't think that that's kosher.
I guarantee you, they have at least checked that unless they are completely incompetent, which I find very hard to believe because it's not just Hawkins County, it's TBI too. So,
yeah,
what do you got to say about that?
We know that there was an overlapping investigation that was pulling a lot of the A-team players from TBI, and that was the bus that went down on July 14th when they caught the 18 men and the pastor. So they pulled their guys off to do that. Like what was left over was, unfortunately, and it's I hope no one takes it negative, but it was like the B team, right? Like the A team guys we're over working on this ring, right? So everything was stretched and spread thin as far as resources are concerned, and that's my opinion. And then you have the physical, technological limitations with the Valley and the cell service. Like, it's just a perfect storm.
Yeah. Well, that's why I give them a 2-month grace period. But even the B team could have called up the phone company or whatever and got that information. Like, this isn't something.
Well, that was the other thing.
That
was the other thing that makes me think that there was some kind of exchange. Is those cryptic or weird suspect text messages that H said that he saw. And because of the fact, well, if it's a fact that they were cryptic, then nothing could be proven as to what they were talking about in those messages, but they sounded sus AF. The kids know what I'm saying. For sure, it cannot all be excused away, and I agree with you. It's really sad to think that's what happened, but we live in an evil world. Yeah, I don't know what happened either, but I agree with you. I mean, I don't know, guys. Honestly, I will fully admit that I go back and forth between maybe there was an accident, but then the only thing I can think of that if that were the case, for them to not come forward would either be it was an accidental, like too harsh of a punishment type of thing, which I guess, but I just don't really see it. But then again, they both do have a history of some aggressive behaviors, but not toward children that we've heard or seen. The acts against children that have been alleged by family members are mainly neglect and then the SA. And the SA was not corroborated, as far as we know, by Don's older 2 children or his sister. But then again, his sister, according to what Jeannie said, there was some reason why she would not have known necessarily about it. Because I think they were only 2 years apart or something like that, or I don't know. They're closer in age or something, or she was at the other house more, the other parent's house or something like that. Summer might have said Don no or so. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I have flip-flopped around on those different possibilities, guys. But as far as always being skeptical, always being skeptical of the family, yeah, that's been consistent. And there's just too many red flags to ignore. There's too many for me. So yeah.
computer mastermind or anything. Phones triangulate. Everybody knows this. They ping.
And Miss Poppy, that's fine. But what we're saying is proper justice system. And if any of you or your loved ones get in a bind, you're going to want a proper justice system for yourself or that loved one. And that means innocent until proven guilty beyond all reasonable doubt. We don't have beyond all reasonable doubt right now. This is an innocent man. Bashing him about something that happened 30 years ago, 37 years ago, however long ago, doesn't bring Summer home right now. That is all stuff we worry about if Summer comes home and we find she's been SA'd. That's when we worry about that. Not before then. Because that does nothing right now. Nothing. Because it's speculation. We don't know Summer has been SA'd by Dawn. We don't know that. It's speculation.
Well said, Jay. Yeah. If anybody who
Yeah,
out
we
there
get
ever
that, but
treated
it's
like
also very
Tom Leslie
probable
there,
and
Oh,
very
yeah.
relevant to figuring out where she could
and not
be or
just
what
Tom.
could have happened to her. Why don't
I
you
went
get
to,
it?
Grandma Candace's Facebook,
Mhm.
and some of the vile shit people say.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my God, what is wrong with you?
Mhm.
You know what? But if she made her Facebook private, then she'd have people sneaking around in her life trying to see what.
Guys, just I wanted to say my husband just got home, so now I'm all confused and I don't know what I was going to say. And I just paused it, so I'll probably remember when I put it back on.
She had going on. That's just facts, right? I mean,
Oh yeah. So I just want to make it clear that while I do express my feelings on this platform right here, make no mistake, I am not someone who's going and sending messages to any of these people. I am not sending emails to the TBI with fake tips or my theories or anything like that. I saved this conversation for this platform. That's what it is. It's on a true crime channel on social media. And I'm expressing my freedom of speech with y'all. That's all it is. Okay, so we're not gonna, well, I don't know if y'all are gonna, but I'm not gonna be doing any of the stuff that they're talking about that people are doing, such as sending all kinds of messages, blah, 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 blah. That said, I 100% would understand someone doing that. You know, I mean, Don has put his business out there. He really, really has. So in a lot of ways, way more ways than him just talking about it, but he's put himself in this position. He did what he did, even though it was long ago. I don't care. And that's just what we know. That's just what we know of. But we are pretty sure, based on what the science tells us, the statistics of predictive behavior based on data collection by people who do it for a living, okay, experts in their field, have put out these statistics showing that it's a small percentage of offenders who are actually caught, and an even smaller number that actually end up going to prison for what they've done. And then we know that statistically, it's very rare for an offender who has that affinity or who has that nastiness about them, for lack of a better way to say it, who has the madness. It's madness, right? To just all of a sudden, or even over time, frankly, be just delivered from that without any treatment. And Don has not had treatment for any of his SA stuff because he hasn't been caught with any of it until now. Anyway, I keep saying that over and over, and it's like only the people who already know that are here listening.
Yeah, people are going to dig.
Yeah, they're going to.
I mean,
hell yeah.
Jesus, some of the stuff people say,
Amy,
it's just
thank you.
They're sick.
And yes, I think you're right. He understands what he did was wrong, but he since he was born into this, he understands at the same time doesn't understand. He's sorry for it causes her pain, and that
chick
she
on the
feels
bottom
way
is
she
like, what the
feels.
hell?
He's sorry that he did something with his stepsister. He's not proud of that. He's not proud of the things he went through, his childhood. He's not proud of what he's done to Jeannie. He's not proud that she's hurting right now. But I
Listen,
don't
she's
think
just going by what he's telling her, though. She doesn't know how he feels. She doesn't know that he truly feels that. You don't know what's
You're
going
under
on.
my microscope now, Cher.
Right, always, even more so.
Right.
But yeah, I think that's correct.
Yeah, I think you're on point.
I mean, he knows, like legally it's wrong and everything, but
I don't know who
there's
she
something like,
is.
well, this is life. It's like I'm not trying to downplay it or anything, but I mean, Benny can vouch for this. When we were kids,
Yeah, she's
we used to
literally
fight all the time.
a Dawn
That's it,
expert.
all the time.
What took you
Now
so long,
even
Bossy
touch on
Pants?
that
Where you
more.
been?
Big trouble.
And it's still to this day is very foreign to me. Like the concept of if I punch someone, I could actually go to prison is ridiculous because they're not that hurt.
Well, it raises sissies.
I'm not trying to compare things.
Everybody
but I'm
wants to
giving
gun
an example.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just giving an example of learned behavior. Like to this day,
Okay.
I won't.
First of all,
like there are a
dude.
lot of people who will talk stuff about like they want to slap me.
Yes, we do. But that's beside the point. Listen. Oh, I'm sorry, Bossy Pants. You got to hit that bell. You got to hit that bell. Hit my bell. Actually, ring my bell, you know. Now that someone said, does she always sing? Yes, I will be singing every few minutes. You're probably gone anyway. If you're still here, what do you think? So has he really apologized? No. No, I mean, in Don's style, I guess he has. Whatever that is. Like, I'm sorry that you initiated, I'm sorry that you were flirting with me in your frickin' Barbie pajamas or something. I don't like Care Bear pajamas. What are you wearing when you're 5? When you're 5, back in the 60s? What were 5-year-olds wearing to bed in the 60s? What was the character or whatever? Anyway, in her bunny slippers. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry that I couldn't resist your advances. Bullshit. Literally footy pajamas. Right. Okay, let's see what he's going to say now. I don't even remember what I just can't believe this dude. I can't. Here's what it was. Making a comparison between SA and other criminal behavior just isn't an accurate comparison. They're not the same thing. That's why they have separate data and compare it, and the results will show you that is why an SA offender or an S offender, you know what I mean, must register. Okay? Someone who steals cars doesn't have to register as a car thief, do they? No other criminal act has a registry attached to it for a reason. Okay, carry on.
And come slap me. That's all I'll say. Wow.
People are crazy.
Yeah, and everyone's passionate. I mean, people are outraged that a girl went missing. They're outraged of this guy's past. There's a lot of anger and sadness there.
And
people want somebody to blame.
We want to blame the person who is the one to blame.
You just can't do that. You can't.
Yes, we can.
Especially, God, I just can't imagine if this had happened to my child.
Oh,
I just can't even thought.
Well, sweetie, what's in your closet? You got something in your closet similar to Don's closet? I'm looking at your house right now. It looks nice and clean. Does your criminal history look like his? Do you say the kind of crazy stuff that he said? Are there any parallels between you and Don right now, other than the fact that you believe what he says? I don't even know if he believes what he says.
Being attacked like this, and it really happened. You know, it's like, no, I would rather be there. Hey, what can I do? And be wrong than
thanks,
to be the
Steffi.
opposite.
I understand
No.
Yeah,
completely.
that's why we're doing this. I mean, I would rather be
Yeah.
wrong than helping to tear a family apart.
Exactly.
Because all this hatred, it's not just hurting Dawn.
Bro.
No.
It's hurt Candace. Do you think with all this hate that's flying around, even if Dawn goes away, do you think Candace even has a prayer of getting her kids back after all this shit that these haters are
Oh my god.
doing?
Oh my god. Oh,
Yeah.
what? Hold up. Hold up. Now it's our fault that they got their kids taken away. Now it's our fault. They should have cleaned up their act a long time ago. That's what happened here. And now we're responsible for them not being able. Do tell.
It's too dangerous.
Much too dangerous. I agree. Heck
Like,
yes.
for God's sake, have your opinions, make your videos, express your thoughts, but stop going after them directly. That is
that's
so
actually
wrong.
That's actually like part of like a lot of these groups that I see on
Dude,
Facebook.
hold on though. He's literally acting like the kids were taken to keep them from the crazies of YouTube. Whoa. What? Is that what he's suggesting? Is that what he's getting at? Am I wrong? Did I just hear that wrong? Let me check again. I just want to make sure for real.
No.
Yeah, that's why we're doing this. I mean, I would rather be wrong than helping to tear a family apart.
Exactly.
Because all this hatred, it's not just hurting Dawn.
Nope.
No,
It's hurting Candace. Do you think with all this hate that's flying around, even if Dawn goes away, do you think Candace even has a prayer of getting her kids back after all this shit that these haters are doing?
No.
What?
It's too dangerous.
What?
Much too dangerous. I agree.
Like, for God's sake, have your opinions, make your videos, express your thoughts, but stop going after them directly.
What is
You
he
know, that's
talking
actually-
about?
That's actually like part of like a lot of these groups that I see on Facebook. You know, the people that don't make the transfer over to the YouTube, they just strictly stay on Facebook. Like they're doing the same thing over there that we're doing over here, except for most of those groups, they have rules and they have codes of ethics that you have to abide by to enter into these groups. And the main rule in most of them is no real life contact. You know, especially to just talk about rumors,
Well,
slanders,
absolutely.
things, because
No
that's
real
all
life
they want to
contact.
know about. They're not interested in trying to protect justice at all.
You don't know that. Stop that.
You know, and then what about the boys? I mean, you know, they're not so little. They're going to be getting onto YouTube. And then or social media. And then they're going to see all of this.
Oh my gosh.
We have
It's their parents' responsibility to
no one really
protect them from that, ma'am.
lot, but I mean, and that's good, but yeah, they're definitely going to be, if they haven't already, I'm sure wherever they are, they have access to internet.
I sure hope they probably are. You know, they're not allowed to look at this.
Thank you. Finally, he said something that makes some damn sense.
Yeah, this sort of thing is what will scar children forever. Looking at what they think.
Not to mention the
world is about
abuse that they've
what's going on right
experienced.
now, you know.
Well, and to them it is. I mean, it is hard. But never mind watching strangers completely rip their parents apart.
Right.
Grandparents, you know, all the family. Like, even Jeannie and them are getting a lot of grief from people, and that's just so wrong. Like, it's all wrong.
Well, and we
You
could
can
blame
have our
that on
opinions
you
and our
guys,
thoughts
couldn't
and
we?
express them, but for God's
If
sake,
we really
that's
wanted
not
to,
how
we can
people in
blame.
real life. This is just YouTube.
Let's talk about this.
We are entertained.
Okay. They have flat out, they have had conversations where they have said and discussed, why are we still talking about something that happened 40 years ago? Okay. They have said things like that. I'm not going to say it was verbatim, but they have had conversations around that, insinuating and outright saying at points, why are we still talking about this old news? Why is this relevant to Finding Summer? That, okay, was going against Jeannie and Trish. So whoever was going after them is in your camp, not ours.
Entertainers at best. We are not lawmakers. We don't practice law. We just look at stuff and
That's
then
right.
tell
I'm glad you
about
said
it.
that. You don't
Thank you,
practice
Ryan.
law.
That was Dotson and Church, not Dobbs, right? Right.
Yeah, there was some confusion
Yeah.
about that. And I think Dobbs, someone sent me something, or I read somewhere that that's not his actual last name. It was changed. I don't know if that's true or not.
I heard that also. Yeah, and Benny, what we're talking about privately there, see if you can get your person back on tomorrow at same time we started tonight.
Okay.
I believe at the end there will be a homicide or a suicide. I hope not.
I really
hope
hope
not, but
not. All this takes from Summer. Let's find her. The essay is secondary. Yes, amen, and thank you, Nana Norton.
I mean,
Thank you, Donna.
yeah, the essay is bad, but it's a separate thing. I mean, you can hate him for it.
No,
That
it
doesn't
isn't a
mean he's
separate
guilty
thing.
of
You don't
this.
know that. Stop saying that.
Absolutely not. Even if
Right.
hypothetically she came back and there was something that led them to focus on Don for an essay with his daughter, that still would be compartmentalized away from anything that happened with his sister. Those are two separate cases. You won't hear about them in that way.
And that does go to it's taking things to another degree too. Like, it's one thing to molest a stepsister. It's not blood related. Another thing to go your biological daughter. I mean, that shows that it's evolving and growing to me.
Yeah, which would
Yeah, it's
be
separate
pretty
between
reasonable.
Summer, and then there is if there's something saying that.
It would. She keeps interrupting me, but it would be not unreasonable, okay, for Don to escalate, because that's what these addictions, that's what happens in these addictions, okay? You hear about the people who are into S&M or whatnots, and, first it's just some videos, then they're doing it in real life. Then the next thing you know, the safe word, they forgot, quote unquote, forgot the safe word. Somebody got hurt. The next thing you know, somebody did. I mean, these people with sexual stuff going on, it just gets nastier and nastier. And that's just how it is. That's how it is. Ew. So anyway, for him to, I mean, he's right. It is different. It is a step beyond. But again, so that was 40 years ago. So what has he been doing all these years? Because we don't believe that once he got out of prison that first time he stopped. No, you know how we know we didn't? Because he went right to Jeannie's room, right? So then who's to say he didn't come in contact with other people along the way, and there weren't more victims out there after he was out on his own?
when Summer is found. Then we worry about that.
Yeah,
Not
that's
before that.
fine.
We gotta get Summer home first. And bashing a man
Yeah,
ain't the way to
like
do it.
riding the dawn train.
Right.
Like we're not finding them. We're not finding Summer doing this.
Mention again why they didn't get the police report. Oh, they did not have a meeting like some people are saying. It wasn't an arranged meeting or anything. I asked them, did you have the police report? They said no. And I said, okay, you need to go and get it. And that's what he had said on the show. I believe he had said, okay, we're going to go whatever Monday and get it. Then when that day came, I said, did you get that police report? And then I got the response for that. But there's no, they haven't. And yes, there is reasons why. And yes, it will come out. I just don't know what I can say. I'm trying to I just don't know, you guys. I'm sorry. I can't say right now.
Turn around and say, let's say Dawn is innocent and all this, well then, yeah, where do we go? That's a great point, Annette. I mean, we have to be open to other options. And I mean, if some big bombshell come out that proved Dawn was there, then absolutely we would. It's not like we're going to turn that away.
My mom and aunt are survivors. I couldn't imagine
Sophie.
exposing it, then dealing with the ugliness of the internet all at once, a whole new trauma potentially.
Yeah, and anyone, even if you think it's possible that Jeannie was exaggerating or lying or whatever,
I don't think she's lying.
I don't either.
I
Do
don't
not
think
go
she's
after
lying.
her.
No, here's the thing.
That is not okay.
She feels the way she feels, and Dawn does feel bad about that. And I don't think she's lying. I don't think what happened was okay. It's not what I'm saying, but I'm just, I don't know how to explain myself without getting completely trashed. So I don't know.
Yeah, we really have to walk on
in the
eggshells.
end, it doesn't.
Why do you care about being trashed?
That doesn't bring Summer home.
No,
It doesn't.
In
Period.
regards to that,
I mean,
think
nothing that you're doing
probably
really
anybody
does,
could get
to be
an
honest.
incident report, which is just a mild version of what they're gonna take when they pull up. But it's an open case, so they're not going to send out police reports to people that can get fully up to date with the tactics on how to get on this jury and lie about something or lie on somebody if it ever goes to a criminal phase, and that would contain Mr. Wells. It's over. So they have a real they have real reasons for why they don't put these things out. And I would say that they might have a gag order on even doing that in some sort of way because they don't want it to end up here.
Yeah, and they know that it's become a
So,
absolute
Bossy
circus.
Pants.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were in here, but yeah, it's like, listen, we are talked to as though we're just coming out of complete left field. We're just the devil reincarnate for speculating on anything, but they can just have a feeling. And everyone is just supposed to go with that. We're just supposed to believe and, trust that they both have this inner working polygraph that when they talk to Donna and Candace or even hear something, that they are able to discern whether or not it is truth. They just know. Okay. I don't have that power.
Yeah, somebody would pay good money to have that.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Content creator pay good money to have that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too, Mary
Oh,
T.
Natasha M. That was an excellent. If every essay creator is capable of murder, prisons will be filled with more murders. Takes a whole different type of person. Yeah, exactly. Like one in three women are essayed in their life. That basically means 1 in 3, maybe 1 in 5, because some would do it more than once.
Absolutely.
1 in 5 men. So 1 in 5 men should be in prison or are capable of murder. Like you're wiping out.
No, dude, that's not how. That's not how that data works, bro.
Not discounting it. Like
That's
sexual assault is horrible and should never happen.
What?
But there's a leap to go from that to murder.
But then there's actually like there's a gray
I
line,
don't recall
right,
saying
where
that
it's
I
like
thought that.
when two people are minors.
Who said?
And they've been
Hold up.
they've been, in a
Hold
culture
up. Hold up. I'm sorry, I haven't heard anyone say that they thought that DW took the life of his daughter. I haven't said that. I just think he has something to do with her disappearance. I think he possibly exchanged her, like he attempted to do with his 2 younger children. And I believe that it is related to XEX, SEX. What did I say? XEX? Anyway, y'all know what I mean. And I think it's related to that because of his history of SA. You know, makes sense to me. But what am I thinking?
Sexualized. They're both victims, right? There isn't necessarily an offender. What you have is two victims, right? So it is possible for a scenario to go down where an offender is also a victim, right? So I think that it's become very hard for people to distinguish, what happened when 2 people were minors, and then, the understanding of the way it changes when you become an adult, right? There's not one account of him sexually assaulting as an adult, is there?
Well, there are some saying it happened up until he was 19. As far as I know, Don has not said that was the case.
Actually, yes. It was the last time he, yes.
He was gone for a while in between there, right?
Yeah, it wasn't straight, but yes, the last time was when he was 19. Yes, that's right.
So yeah, this was an ongoing thing that's basically 7 years.
But yes, off and on, yes.
Yeah, off and on. But that's the thing. It's not like he was 19 and just decided to rape somebody. This had been.
I think we should stop.
Yeah, I think we really gotta stop because
he
learned it from somewhere, and he was 12 years old when he started it.
Mm-hmm. So
Fine.
Want to do that?
What?
It's not natural for a 12-year-old to be.
Yeah, we know that.
Into that kind of thing.
Yeah, we know. We've been trying to convince you of that, bro.
Even about that. I've had comments with my limited amount of people, but I've had comments, why are you defending him? Why are you saying, go know what his sister said? And it's like, but that has nothing to do with Summer being missing.
Mm-hmm.
But it might.
One thing just doesn't do with
it might,
the other.
But it might. So shouldn't we look at that? I don't get it. I don't get it.
Are going to be making a show just for that. Unfortunately, a little more crap with the Wells all came out today. So, and I need a little bit of break to watch some comedy or something after today. So I don't want to be on here all night. So I'm going to set up a show tomorrow. You'll see that probably. I'm going to set it up after here. Benny, anyone that's welcome. Terry, if you want to come for that too.
Anyone who agrees with them is welcome to go up on the panel.
We're finding out. I'd maybe rather you didn't get involved with these people.
Yeah, be careful what
safety.
Be careful what I wish for.
Yeah. And I'm not kidding. So you're more than welcome, but I would advise you to maybe not.
I do want to say.
Oh wow!
A lot of you are probably thinking.
She just advised her not to.
Terry she wanted to come on and see what we're about. She's not 100% our ally, nothing like that.
Yes, Anna,
so
I have.
You do not need to.
Please don't go send her hate because she's.
I've seen that more than one pic like
will.
that.
They will.
Well, you know what? I know, but they've I've already gotten it.
She does have her
myself. I do think myself as an ally, though. You know, I saw you guys out. That's the
Hi,
thing.
Jennifer. Thanks for
Well,
being
we
here.
appreciate that.
Because you know of the like-mindedness. You know, at first it was like you know I subscribed to Chris, and when I saw, it became real clear what he was about. And
Chris too.
yeah, and, you know, I was really disappointed. And when he started trashing, when he was trashing you guys, and then kept going and going, and it's like,
hold up,
you know what? I don't need this. And that's when I went looking for you.
Oh my gosh. She got her tiny violin and she put it in her wagon and she went to go find them. Okay, I gotta go back a little bit and see what the heck she's talking about. Is she bashing Chris right now? Because I do not. No.
You guys out. That's the thing.
Jennifer.
Thing that's so let's basically 7 years.
But yes, off and on. Yes.
Yeah, off and on. But that's the thing. It's not like he was 19 and just
yeah, it was
like decided to rape somebody. This had been
no. It had been going on, so that makes it. I mean, really hello, dude.
Yeah, he learned it from somewhere, and he was 12 years old when he started it.
Why'd I go back to that dribble?
Because I know a lot of you are probably thinking about this. If you haven't done it already. Terry she wanted to come on and see what we're about. She's not 100% our ally, nothing like that. So you do not need to.
Please don't go send her hate because she's.
Because people will.
They will.
Well, you know what? I know, but they've. I've already gotten it.
She does have her channel.
I do think myself as an ally, though. You know, I saw you guys out. That's the
Hi,
thing.
Jennifer. Thanks for being
here.
Because
barf bags. Get your barf bags, quick.
You know, of the like-mindedness. You know, at first it was like I subscribed to Chris, and when I saw, it became real clear what he was about. And
I was up to Chris too.
Yeah, you know, I was really disappointed, and when he started trashing, when he was trashing you guys, and then kept going and going, and it's like, you know what? I don't need this. And that's when I went looking for you. You know, so, and it's like, well, watching you, it's past have nothing to do with it. You know, you guys, none of you are the people that he made you out to be.
No.
You know, so I consider myself an ally. I could be France or England or.
There you go, Switzerland.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you, Aloha.
Well, either way, I mean, she doesn't deserve just because she's wrong. Don't go and give her a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
Just give it to us. You're gonna do that anyway.
Yeah, and everything. It's gonna be open panel. We will have things tomorrow. We'll get out of the way first, and then we're gonna open up the panel for y'all.
It's open panel, guys. Let's go.
I mean, my phone's been blowing up. He's probably happy he doesn't have.
Do you think they'll let me up there?
Benny's phone's blowing up. Allie's phone's blowing up.
I bet they won't, but you know what? Y'all can come up here. I welcome you up here. We could have a conversation.
He's not the saint you guys see.
Yeah, he's no.
Plus his Discord said some pretty vile shit too. So I'll just leave that.
Yeah,
I'll leave that where it is.
Crazy.
I don't want anybody here going over and blasting him either.
You guys, yeah, he struck
I want that
Coffee
stuff to
with
stop.
Cece channel, and she's at like a Michael channel. It says in his stuff we can use his things, credit him, and leave it on YouTube platform. Unreal. Anyway,
And
Wow.
Annette, thank you, by the way, for the super chat. I'm sorry I missed it. And 321 MCK, I'm sorry. I think you're upset I haven't seen some comments. I did see you asked if you could be a mod, but I don't know you like that. So
I
right
see
now,
you
no.
around, so
I'm sorry, I haven't. I don't
next
recognize
live, if you're there, remind us, because I have seen you around a few
Oh
times.
my goodness.
I might need a couple more lives of
Well,
that.
on
Just
my
being
channel,
real.
I
Yeah,
don't
on
know.
his channel.
The next live is tomorrow night.
She's not ready
Yes.
to give the wrench.
Same time tomorrow.
Same time.
Yeah. Oh, is Chris live as well? Oh yeah, that's why the numbers are dropping quick. Well, I'm gonna get off here anyways because I've got more people.
She's got to go watch comedy.
I don't know. Are you going live, Benny?
I might. I'm gonna see what happens.
Wait, what is that?
We're up.
Oh,
Oh, your petition.
We're over 1K, guys. That's good news.
That is good news.
That is good news.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people are trashing it, but everyone's trying to do their part, make it
That's it.
about summer. That's what they've done, and at least it brings it's. If it doesn't work, it's bringing awareness to a problem that there is. You know, at least the more people that sign it. So please sign it.
Please sign it. Yes, ma'am.
What is this petition about?
Welcome to the Grace Train.
Oh my gosh.
Justice. Okay.
Hello?
Hey.
I don't. Is she? Are they petitioning
How y'all
to
doing?
kill freedom of speech? Is that what is happening here?
Good.
See, I am tired.
I just wanted to say something that kind of bothered me.
Savannah.
And can y'all hear me okay?
Oh, I thought you were on there. Oh my
I don't
gosh.
feel that it has been
I gotta tell you
maybe
something,
talked
guys.
about enough.
Yo. I'm sure that what this person is about to say is going to be very interesting, but I just got to tell you, I had a major blonde moment. So you see how I put Savannah Smiles comment up there? And then they just let someone in. So for a second, I thought that Savannah was up there talking on their panel. And I was like, what? Savannah, what? Oh my God, what are you going to say?
And maybe people should consider thinking about, you know, the parents' lifestyle before summer disappeared. You know, based on the facts that we already do know, right? Based on things that Don himself has said. You know, I'm not sure if anybody can relate to what I'm talking about. For instance, when he made the comment about him letting so many different men sleeping at the house with the children. Anybody remember that?
I remember that. Yeah, there was.
Yeah. So, I mean,
I don't
you know,
get it though, because they had no room.
yeah.
Like,
So,
where were they?
And
you know,
that's the whole point, babe.
Well,
People like that, they have what's called slum homes. Because they're all doing drugs and drinking. Like Allie lived 20 minutes away. Why was she living over there with her kids? You know what I'm saying? It's a trust. I've been there.
Oh wait, why are you talking about that? What does that have to do with summer missing?
Back in the day.
Huh?
So that's kind of what was going on. Yeah, they had
So,
no.
and what? Wait, why are you talking about that though?
Sharing bed with the children and all that. Yeah.
So
Okay,
is
so
that
now I
like-
gotta
are
go
you-
back
are
and
you
hear it because
making
I was
requests
listening.
what I'm
I mean, I was
saying?
not
Oh, no, I'm
listening.
sorry,
I
I'm
was-
explaining to him. He just doesn't. He was like, "There's no way people were."
Because I
sleeping
just,
there. There's no room. See, I am tired.
I just wanted to say something that kind of bothered me. Can y'all hear me okay?
Yep.
Oh, cool. I don't feel that it has been maybe talked about enough, and maybe people should consider thinking about, you know, the parents' lifestyle before summer disappeared. You know, based on the facts that we already do know, right? Based on things that Don himself has said. You know, I'm not sure if anybody can relate to what I'm talking about. For instance, when he made the comment about him letting so many different men sleeping at the house with the children. Anybody remember that?
I remember that. Yeah.
Deer caught in the
Yeah.
headlights.
So I mean,
I don't
you
get
know,
it though, because they had no room.
yeah.
Like,
So
where were they?
And but
you know,
that's the whole point, babe.
well, we
People like that, they have what's called slum house because they're all doing drugs and drinking. Like Allie lived 20 minutes away. Why was she living over there with her kids? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a trust. I've been there. I have people that live 2 minutes down the road from me, but my house was a flop house back in the day. So that's kind of what was going on. Yeah, they had
So
no
what-
room, but that's the whole problem.
so
People are saying there's no room, they're sharing beds with the children. And all that.
Yeah, don't you think that's
so
slightly
is that what
problematic?
are you
Or
making a reply to what I'm saying?
Oh no, sorry, I'm explaining to him because he just doesn't. He was like, "There's no way people were
Because
sleeping.
I
There's
just
just no room."
we
He
all
just
saw the
doesn't get it.
house. We all saw the house, and there was, I mean, just enough space to walk. Where did all these men sleep?
Yes, I mean,
And
if that rumor is true, which I mean, I don't know, but I have heard it. Yes,
it's not a rumor. It came from Don's mouth himself.
Did it?
Yep.
And this was back towards
who
the
is
beginning.
talking? She
Yeah.
needs to come over here.
No, I've been making posts for them all day. Actually, if you go look at my community posts, I've been on the phone with them.
I don't mean today, hon. I
No,
just
I'm
mean
talking to someone
like,
in comments. Sorry.
okay.
I've been talking to them several times today. So people like to go and run around with their rumors. That's okay.
Yeah, that's
Get what
understandable.
you're saying though. Yeah.
But I just feel
Might
like,
as well be a real stable household.
Yeah.
I mean, I can be honest and say that I'm a mother myself, and I would just want people to open up their own eyes and ask themselves, would you want people that you don't even know sleeping in the same home as your children? You know nothing about people.
Would
If
you
you're
share?
drinking and
Would
you're,
you?
you're passed out. God only knows what could have happened to them children while the parents were passed out. I'm just saying, it's
Now,
reality.
do you think that they would have
you
already
know.
got that information from the boys, though, if things like that were going on?
Yeah, and the boys
almost
aren't
certain that they had already spoken
yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
And that's why they are putting all the evidence together that they need. And
Yeah.
I feel
Same.
that a lot of statements that Don has said, he didn't realize that what he was saying. You know, I feel like he has said a lot of things without thinking thoroughly beforehand. You know, how that could just make himself look like. I mean, there's just so many more possibilities.
Somebody
you know,
go
on
get
all
me
these
that
random people's
woman.
home.
I need that woman over here.
Well, it's called the interview room.
Thank
Kristen
goodness he
Dunn.
only looks bad on the internet, not in real life. Because if he looked as bad as he does on the internet, he'd have been locked up the first day.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah, I think their main goal is just to find Summer first. I think
Mhm.
that's what they're doing. You know,
And that's what it should be. That's exactly what it should be.
That's the priority.
Mhm.
Yeah, after that,
Savannah.
settled, then they'll look at whether or not the children should be in that house and all that stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, that's true, Becca, too. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I do appreciate you allowing me to come on your channel and speak. I just feel like a lot of people have not given any or not enough talk about their lifestyle and how they were living before Summer disappeared.
Because you on the wrong channel, girl. You on the wrong channel.
I haven't much on it other than just the house being in disarray.
Yeah,
No,
Or that they were drinking at 5:30 every night.
Y'all
That
haven't
was
been
kind of
watching.
thing, you know.
I'm
There's some
avoiding
things we'll
talking
just
to
have to
her.
wait
No,
till the
I'm
trial
not.
here. If there
Say
is-
that again.
I said there's some details that they have to keep in a vacuum until the trial, and I hope that that's the case. What we see
Yeah.
online definitely is kind of a scrounging around for the next bit, the next piece, and you know, hey, up until about 20 years ago, criminal justice ran pretty smooth. Then we introduced the YouTube, and you got all kinds of riffraff, you know, creating problems with justice.
And yeah, guys, we whether it's true there's a gag order or not, I gave my word to Don that we wouldn't be discussing that. So yes, if you talk about the boys in the chat, the mods are going to delete that. We made a promise to Don, and whether it's a true gag order or not, I'm keeping my promise. So yes,
And that, you
no,
know, where they are right now and how they're doing. I mean, they're safe.
that's all we can
That's-
say. They're
Other
safe.
than that, they're
That's
irrelevant.
wonderful.
Yep,
That's
exactly.
and you know what? That should be all we need to know.
Exactly.
And I just want to add, I think it's
Savannah
it's the right
Smiles, come up
thing,
here.
Sure, that what you're doing, that you know, you hear people saying, why does Don have to listen to Cher? You know what? You're looking out for the guy. And you have made yourself the person he can trust. And that's a really good thing. You know, I mean, because what if he had done that interview with that nut, you know?
Mhm.
So, you know, I was told I was sucking up to you guys. I mean, call it whatever you want.
Well, I mean,
it's,
call it
Justice.
They
They
say
say
I'm
it's
speaking
exactly
one
like
miles too, and I'm in an entire different country. So.
right? Yeah, exactly.
Moving on.
I have a guest. Okay, I don't see you. You don't have to have your camera on, but don't be showing no porn up on my channel. Savannah. Savannah.
Hey.
Right. Oh, I have to pop.
Sorry, hold on.
Oh, that's you. Okay.
Okay, can you hear me better?
Yes. Oh my gosh, it is you.
Yeah.
Girl.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Well, I mean, there was other parts of me that wanted to speak, you know, so much more, but at that moment I just wanted to put that out there about the fact that, you know, not many people have talked about the parents' lifestyle prior to Summer disappearing, and I just think that's so important. And, you know,
Right.
I kind of just tested, you know, how they were going to react. That's why I just put myself out there, and you can see for yourself. They just kept trying to, you know, make an excuse or come up with this or come up with that or cut me off, or, you know, Benny, he started yelling at me, kind of like getting upset. And
I just think you did excellently. Girl, because I would have been, I don't even know. I don't think I could have articulated properly. They're just going to have to watch my videos to know what I think.
I just held my composure, and I just stuck with kind of the topic that they were speaking of at that moment. So I just wanted to put it out there, like, well, if you support Don, then how come you can't, you know, talk about his lifestyle, you know, before Summer disappeared, and regarding, you know, how they lived, and I mean, the statement that was made even from a neighbor, and how the house looked, and the kids were just, you know, so neglected. Like, why is that not being talked about? I mean, she can say all day long, like, okay, you know, we don't have proof that he's innocent until proven guilty. Well, yeah, but why can't you just point out the simple fact that, you know, the proof is in the pictures and in the statements and, you know, everything this far, right? I mean, I can't be the only one that sees that.
Oh, no, you're not.
Thank you.
It's amazing that you got yourself up there.
Yeah, thanks. You know, trust me, there was another route that I wanted to take, but I just felt like, you know, I didn't want to be kicked out and everything.
Yeah, they would have knocked you right out for sure.
Yeah, so I just wanted all the viewers to hear, like, in your own minds, you know, think about what you have seen and known from your own eyes and perspective, and what your own mind is telling you, and not just what all these people are telling you from their point of view. You know, you have to go based on what you feel, you know.
Well, and what you see with your eyes, and what you
Yeah.
hear, and what you read.
Yeah.
You know, when you look up those police reports, and when you see messages, when you hear from their friends talking about them, or ex-friends, I guess. Does everyone hear me echoing, or is it only myself that hears me echoing? Do you hear me echoing?
I don't.
Oh, okay, good. I hear myself echoing, and it's driving me bananagrams. Oh, electric.
Well, it might be my phone. This other phone that I'm using right now is fixing to shut off. I'm gonna have to get my other phone, but I'll just join back in your chat, and I mean, if you wanna have me back up to talk, I mean, I know the conversation wasn't really ended, but I don't wanna, if my low battery is affecting, you know, the stream, I don't wanna cause issues.
Okay. Teresa is saying, ask Libby, please, Savannah. I really want to know. What is she talking about?
Oh, about the share slip?
I don't know.
Well, that's probably what she's talking about, I'm assuming, because I was putting it down in the comments, and she was disagreeing, saying that, oh no, Cher has stated over and over that, you know, that they've only known Dawn for 3 weeks. Well, look and listen, people. I heard with my own ears the slip, and she said, it was during a live, and she said, back when I talked to Dawn back in May or March, those were her words.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then in another live, I went in there and asked them questions. Oh, so I asked them a question, and it popped up on their screen. So they read it out loud, you know. And I asked, how long have you known Dawn? And they seemed a little bit nervous, right? But they both replied, oh, well, we've only known Dawn about 3 weeks. So, you know, that's when I went back into the previous video, or the live that they had, to replay what I had heard, and it's gone. It's deleted, edited out. So,
oh man.
And I have actually spoke to many other people that have they heard it themselves as well. So, I mean, my biggest thing here is, why would they try to cover that up?
I don't know. I mean, I just can't even, I don't know what to think about the potential of that.
Yeah, that's just my point that I was trying to make, is like, everyone's, you know, always talking about Dawn and all this stuff, but I mean, I don't know.
That is bizarre.
And she said it herself. Oh, back when I talked to Dawn in May or March. Well, how long ago was that? I mean, Summer disappeared in June
Right.
15th. So, I mean, she obviously knew Dawn before, and she's trying to cover it up for whatever reason.
Like, if she had misspoken that, if she had said that by mistake, it would have made more sense to me for her to just correct herself and be like, I was having a fake blonde, I was having a bleach blonde bottle blonde moment. Because I could see myself saying some dumb shit like that. But then I would own up to it and laugh at myself.
But at the moment when she had said it, she wasn't directing it to like anyone. She kind of said it kind of in like the background, like it slipped, like she didn't think about it at all. Like I think she was kind of making conversation with, I guess, her husband, and they were talking about something, but that statement that she says still replays in my mind, back when I talked to Dawn in May or March. And it just bothers me so much to know that she potentially could, you know, play a part here, that You know, others just don't see.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you is if that were the case, what do you think that implicates?
The only thought that really comes to my mind, and it just comes to me, I guess, naturally, something just tells me maybe it has to something to do with editing of some sort with photos. That's the only thing that I could think of what could potentially they could play a role in something, some type of editing or something, because obviously look how far they live away. So, you know, what could they do to help him, you know, at a distance? That's just what comes to me, you know, right away. That's just what I feel. You know, that's just based on my feelings, and
interesting.
You know, not everyone heard that. So when we that did hear it talk about it, everyone's like, "Well, no, you're lying because she said over and over and over that she's only known him for 3 weeks." Well, at that time when I called her out, every question after that, she would just time me out, and every time I would ask a question in any of their lives after that, I would just get timed out, ignored. And it's like, I'm just asking questions, you know. I'm not being rude. I'm not cussing her out, you know.
Packless Jones is over here having a connection, and I need to know what for.
What happened?
This Packless Jones says, yes, you did say it, but used it as a reference. I don't know what they're talking about.
Use it as a reference. So this person heard it themselves, but how can you use something as a reference in like the past? I mean, if she was saying, "Oh," because she only has known him supposedly for 3 weeks, so how could she use something as a reference that far back? I just don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense, and she tried to cover it up by deleting it and editing it out of that it's not there. I went back and I listened to it and I couldn't find it, and I put 2 and 2 together, and you know, everyone's mind.
I'm sorry, do you know which interview it was?
Yes, I do. It was the video of, they named it Summer Wells, and they had the Paw Patrol picture.
Okay.
So they represented that in particular video for her under, you know, speaking on behalf of her name.
So I'm going to find it.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure I did a video on that.
Okay. I mean, I had asked so many people if they had heard it, or if someone had it saved before it got deleted or something, you know.
It's going to be hard to know which one it is.
There's only one video of that. It'll say Summer Wells as the title with the Paw Patrol picture.
But didn't you say they edited it out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it was during a live, right?
Right. So in order for me to see it, though, if I played it and it's still in there, then it would still be in my video.
I mean, if it's there, then hey, it's there. The more the merrier.
But I need to know when it was, because it's going to have my thumbnail on it. You know what I'm saying? It's embedded into my video.
Oh, okay. So what do you mean, like when it is? Like
how many days ago did they do it?
This was roughly maybe just about 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And they interviewed Don?
Yes. Yes. Don was on there, yes.
Is it where Don implicates Tony?
Say that last part again, I'm sorry.
Where Don implicates Tony?
Oh, no. I'm not sure. All I remember is the, like I said, the Paw Patrol picture as the, and then the name of the video, and yeah, Dawn was there. I mean, I
Okay.
would honestly love others to hear it as well.
Yeah, I want to look.
People
and
do need
see-
to know.
I want to look and see if I can find it.
Hey, is that okay if I'm gonna go ahead and grab my other phone because this phone is 2% now.
Yeah, for sure. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
if you want to have me back up, then I'll join more. I would love to join back.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. No problem. Thank you.
Thanks.
So guys, I'm going to try to find that video, but it's going to take me some time here because I have too much going on. Oh, shoot. See, and then I can't even see Summer Moon. Is it the one called Summer Moon Utah Wells? I might have just found it, unless they called all of them her name. That is it. Oh my gosh, I just got so lucky. Whoop, whoop. The force is with me. Okay. Do 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 do. Here we go. All right, so we're gonna skip an ad. You can see I already put my dislike.
Wives and girlfriends of footballers come from an incredibly diverse range of backgrounds.
Okay.
I got something to say to someone.
Oh, this one. Oh,
I'm going to start this here. 6 seconds in, the 3 angels with my cat Matthias. The cat that I am legally allowed to have. I am legally allowed to have animals.
Wait, okay. So I found, wait, I did it wrong. Didn't I? Okay, I don't know what that is. That's something I was watching earlier. All right, so the video that I clicked on my channel, that's what I got to go back to. Okay, so it's this one. This is it. Okay, right here. Yep. Okay. Well, we can pass all this craziness. Oh, there. Huh? Oh, this is where I go like 20 minutes and you can't.
Hold up, she's talking about her charges. Oh, we got to go way back here now.
I didn't realize I didn't have any sound. Okay, let me go past that.
Shite.
It took me like 20 minutes.
To someone. I'm going to start this here. 6 seconds in, the 3 angels with my cat Matthias. The cat that I am legally allowed to have. I am legally allowed to have animals. While I was on probation, I was not allowed to own or possess animals. Correct. While I was on probation. I was let off of probation a year early due to everyone there kind of knowing me and knowing the situation. They felt bad about everything. So I got let off early. After that, I then ran a very successful sugar glider rescue. And I also rescued a dog that my boys own. And when I started, it was actually even last summer, YouTubers called the police trying to have my animals removed. Didn't work. They didn't even come out to my house.
Oh, see, that
Here's
was
my cat
mean.
Matthias.
That was mean for people to do.
Mystery Angels, 1 minute and 6 seconds
Okay.
is the timestamp. Go ahead and send it to YouTube.
Yeah, like YouTube.
Okay, but listen. Whoever did that was freaking mean. Okay, like it's one thing to tee hee hee ha 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 about stuff, but if somebody really tried to have her animals taken away, come on now. Come on. That's a low blow. We don't do that.
Who cares?
Here's the deal.
there was like 100 people that called my local police trying to get my animals taken from me. They didn't even come out to my house because they know I'm allowed animals and people don't read the reports correctly. Correct. While I was on probation, I was not allowed to have animals. However, I haven't been on probation in a damn decade or something.
A damn decade, though.
That's done and over with. I'm allowed animals. And the
Yeah, we
other
get it.
thing too. Oh man.
Gosh.
Okay, I'm not gonna call her names.
18th, when you were arrested because you were in a drunken
Arguing and fighting, right?
Yeah.
She was a peacekeeper.
Right. Yeah, she was. Because me and her grandmother, we've never got along, and there's a few times I wanted to just tell her to take her stuff and go to another state or something. Summer would talk to me.
Like, for example, on the night of October 14th, when you were arrested because you were in a drunken stupor and you were fighting with all of the other adults. It was you against Candace, Grandis, and Jose, right? Where were the kids? Where was Summer? Was Summer having to try to keep the peace? Don, where were the kids when all of that mess was going on? Because I can assure you that they heard all of it if they were home.
He says, "But I love my grandma." And I say, "Okay, son, fine." And or if me and Candace was arguing or something, she'd say, "Stop, stop right now," and she'd point a little finger, and she would make us get along. I mean, it's really interesting that she was beyond her years, I think, in wisdom and love. And, we sure miss her. That's for sure.
Yeah, we can't imagine how much you must miss her. We know how much we miss her, and most of us never seen her before. So
You don't know her, so you don't miss her, okay?
Well, that's awesome.
What was her favorite?
Hopefully we can all
Don,
meet.
what,
Yeah.
I
What
was
her
just going to
favorite
ask
what?
what her
They cut it
favorite animals were. Animal?
I think all animals.
Critters? Does she like all
Yeah, I
kinds
think
of
all
animals?
animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of them. I think. Yeah, for sure. I'm glad Candace got to spend so much quality time, with her. I think I worked for sure. I'm glad Candace got to spend so much quality time, with her. I think I worked for 13 years straight until this
Yes.
happened, and I think I haven't been able to work for like 5 or 6 weeks. I've been trying.
Guys, I'm sorry to bother you again, but we need more tiny violins. I mean, this is heavy duty stuff. We need to bring out the whole damn orchestra here of tiny violins, please. The man needs it. I mean, he's really struggling.
Trying, but it just don't work.
I know,
Well, I do have faith. I have faith that one day that God's going to make it all right. He's going to make everything right again.
Yes,
and
he
it's
is.
hard to see.
There
It's
is.
hard to imagine.
Cannabis.
But like that dream I had of her, I can't describe hardly the dream because the day was a beautiful sunshiny day, and it's beyond explanation how beautiful and perfect that day was, because I've never seen a sunshiny, more beautiful, perfect day like that in my life. And the building I was working on was beyond. It was just an awesome building. The steel studs were massive, just huge, and it was just me and Summer there on that job site alone. And she was dressed in a beautiful dress sitting on the floor. And I asked her, I said, "Summer, where you been?" And she says, "Oh, down the road." That's all I can remember of the dream, except for that funny word. But yeah, the day
Down the
was,
road,
and everything
in the
was almost
shed,
indescribable.
Don.
Like, I've never seen anything like that before. So I think that could have been sent, from God or an angel or something to give me hope or something like that. Hope for the future and a future day. So I think we're all called to help each other and do God's work, and that's definitely what I want to do, like in any way I can, because we all have a lot to strive for. We all have so much to live for.
Yada yada yada. So yeah, I wanted to pause that really quick because so Don has said that he passed the lie detector test. Okay. No one who is truthful has said that they passed. So all we have is his account, and we all know that he's a big fat liar. So
It's almost over, guys. Ugh.
We got a war to fight, you know, against the evil one, you know, because he's going to try to kill every one of us and destroy your relationships, your families, your marriages.
Preach, Don,
everything
preach.
that he can. He's going to want to destroy.
I had a verse I want to tell you, man. It says, you
So
know,
we all have.
a righteous man will fall 7 times. And, you know, so just think about the men who aren't righteous, how many times they fall. And your restraint that that Benny said that you have showed. I mean, that just gives understanding that you know what the verse of that's when God says he'll never put more on you than you can stand. And I mean, you understand that because I wouldn't handle it as well as you have, man. I'd be flipping out on everybody. I wouldn't know. I don't even know how I would react. So I mean, I give you credit, and we're praying for you. I know if it wasn't for God, my life wouldn't be right here, right now, how it is. So, you know, I agree with a lot that you say, Don. Just keep up that mindset, buddy.
I appreciate that, but sir, to be honest with you, I am human, and I have flipped out a few times, and I have done the wrong things.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I can't keep it together all the time.
What?
And like I say, a lot of times you guys say some and shares, you know, and her husband, and all y'all said that because in times like that, Satan wants to stomp us all down. So what y'all have done has really helped me tremendously, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart because it means so much. But yeah, I've lost it a few times. I've done wrong. I mean, I'm not, you know, I'm human, just like y'all. So
Yeah, that call that you had with Chris, that's what I tell people. You're human. Like, you were upset, and I think that's okay. You felt like
guys. Okay. You guys. Cher just gave her stamp of approval again. She thinks that's okay. And Don, look at how happy Don is that she approves. Oh, he's just like, yes. But you know what? This blonde here, and this is a total side note, she's got, what's that called? RBF, resting biatch face. She's been looking angry through this whole thing. I don't know if she really is. Tammy here, well, of course, that's just her little picture. She's just smiling away there. But Don he's feeling very proud of himself that he's got Cher's stamp of approval once again. Dun, 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 dun.
Didn't fulfill what you thought he was there to do, and I think that's okay. You were angry, and trust me, I feel like you have every right to be. I sure would be if I was in your position. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel like every time, you know, yeah, I guess the best thing to do is just stay clean away from him. I feel sorry for him. A lady told me today, you know, about him that people like him have no true friends. All the money he's making or whatever, need to pray for him and feel sorry for him because he really doesn't have no true friends, probably. I mean, that's what, and I agree with her. You know, I guess a good example, you know, is Jesus and the life that he had. He never had anything. He didn't want money. You know, with those high priests in the temple, man, they had all that money and they had all that fine clothing and everything. And then they persecuted Jesus, put him down and everything else. He's a good example of how he's our best example, isn't he? Yeah.
It shows even Jesus
oh boy,
got angry. He flipped the whole temple upside down.
Yeah. Yes, he did.
Oh my gosh.
Well, Don, thank you. I'll let you get back to your wife now. Thank you so much for answering some questions from people that wanted to know and for joining us tonight to chit chat. And thank you for taking more time out of your schedule for that.
Okay. Thank you all very much, and love and prayers out to everybody. Thank you, and God bless. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Don was not done. He was not done, you guys.
Okay. All righty. See you.
Bye, Don.
Okay.
Bye.
Let's just stop that. We weren't. Okay. So, hey, I just opened up a new tab. I don't know what's going on. I'm technologically struggling. Dawn of Destruction. I went ahead and just blocked Tammy because Tammy is not our people. Tammy had to go. I was going to invite her up here to share her thoughts, but then I realized that she, I've heard all those thoughts before and I didn't want to hear them anymore. Because maybe I should just have a little disclaimer on the bottom of my screen. I thought pray for Summer Wells, Summer Utah Wells would be enough, but maybe I need to put up a disclaimer saying I am not so delusional as to think that me making a YouTube video will bring Summer home. If anyone thinks that it will, you're not very smart. Nobody's YouTube video is going to bring Summer home. Okay? I never claimed that it would. We got to think about what is the purpose of true crime, of the genre. I mean, are we really lying to ourselves and saying that we think we're making a huge difference? I mean, maybe we make a dent. Maybe we find people who are empathic just the way we are, people who care for victims, true victims, not like the Don victim, because he's not a victim, okay? Yeah, I know, same, Dawn of Destruction. It's preposterous. It's preposterous. So unless you're like part of the TBI, okay, or frankly, let me tell you something. Actually, share. You're not going to like this. You're not going to like what I have to say here. Share may actually be helping us societally find Summer by what she's doing, by getting Dawn to talk. Okay. But us here just talking about it, no, that's not doing anything. And anyone who lies to themselves and thinks that they are doing something, you know, I don't know what to say to you because you're mistaken. Good night, Palmetto. Thanks for having you. And I hope that didn't offend any of you, but it probably did because a lot of people don't like to hear the truth. But you know, just us coming on to YouTube and either participating in the chat, talking about it, let's face it, that's not bringing Summer home. It's not that I don't think that we're harming anything. If anything, we're doing it for our own mental health because we are so affected by cases that are so troubling, so horrific, that involve children.
Fooled ya. That was part of my that was a stream that I was replaying, guys. But unfortunately, much to my dismay, I am realizing that we didn't encounter what we were trying to encounter watching that back. So, Savannah Smiles, I apologize because that was the video that you said it was, but she must have made that statement after he got off of the panel. And as you can see, I ended it before that. So, dang it. I don't have it. Hi, Sharon Carter. Oh, it's morning? Oh, yeah, I guess it is. Well, it is morning here too, actually, officially. I mean, it's AM here, but I'm Eastern time. Don't your neighbors think you're a batshit? Who, me? I don't give a fuck. No, I don't know. Cracking cases on the job. Crack a smile. I'm just going back and reading your chat because I was not paying attention. Oh, Cooter might come on panel someday. Okay. What they say about you is the truth about themselves. And facts. You know, I don't know. Yeah, I've heard that before, dude. Okay, and Rick said hi, and Layla barfed over and over. I understand. Sona barfed on the violin. Love it. Oh, Donnie, thank you, boo. How are you not sleepy? Well, I didn't get up super early. I don't know. I am getting sleepy, though, to be honest. Thank you for letting people know. Yes, keep her name out. That's right. That's right. That's worth something for sure. I just don't want people to get, I mean, I know it was a little bit harsh maybe, because I think now that I'm getting to know some of these channels, some really do feel like they're doing maybe some detective work or something, but I am just, I mean, I don't know. I don't really know. I'm just practicing. I'm just, I'm expressing myself, and I do have some thoughts about some things, and it would be great if it would somehow lead to summer, but I am not disillusioned to think that anything that I put out on this platform is going to be, you know, the reason for bringing her home, or what is the catalyst for bringing her home. It would be super if it was, but you know, I don't think that's very likely, guys. The TBI is doing their job, and we just have to pray that they get everything that they need, and that somebody really messes up. What did Phoenix say? Savannah, I'm really sorry that we did not hear what we were trying to hear. I surely thought I had it. Well, I knew I had that video, but I thought that I had that part too. That's pretty much sucks. Hold on. I had to tell my doctor today, Don Wells made me sick. Oh, yes, you were. You were tortured for nothing. I'm so sorry. Yes, we do need to look at a big picture. Yep, I agree. 100. 100. Yeah, I do need to rest. I think I might be getting literally ill as we speak. I'm, dare I say, feeling a slight tickle in my throat that could result in what one might consider a sore throat, which is a symptom of the C word. Please, God, no. I have had the first shot and not yet the second, because I'm not due for it yet. And I wish I hadn't waited so long, but it is what it is. Judge me if you want to. It won't change what's happening. Or isn't happening. I don't know what's happening, but I do need to go to bed. But thanks for joining me, guys. Please keep praying for Summer. Please keep praying for those boys. Hey, let's even throw a prayer out there for Don Wells to come to true repentance and that justice will be served for Jeannie and the others, however many there are. God bless you all. Good night.